Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome, one and all, to Thursday, February the 2nd, 2023. It's your buddy, Uncle Bruce here. Stock Markets with Bruce. We are live. We are here to talk about the stock markets in plain English, and we're trying to help you get richer by writing stock options, trying to figure out how to help you guys write stock options so you can make money off your portfolio rather than just sit there like a patsy and hold stock and not get paid a dime to do it. It blows my mind how many millions, gazillion and millions of people out there hold stock, pay fees to their broker to have accounts, pay admin fees. Then they have to do their auditing costs every year for their taxes and stuff. And they don't get anything to hold these shares in the meantime. They tie up all this cash, and I mean billions, trillions of dollars of cash being tied up, and people are getting jack squat for it. In the meantime, the executives of these corporations that they hold stock in, they get stock options handed to them, all kinds of paper for their job and their so-called performance, and they blow this paper into the market every so many months, and they just cash in millions of dollars of free dollars by dumping stock onto the patsies who don't do anything with it. And these guys are in the private jets. They've got their second house in the Hamptons, their third house in Palm Desert, their fourth flat in London, and so on and so on. And I end up talking to viewers who tell me that they've worked for 25 years for company blah, 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 and company this and company that, and they have 60 to 70 to $200,000 of money saved up through their staff savings program. And they don't know how they're going to retire because they figured out they're going to need 2-3 million in assets to really be retired at age 65. And they have no way of knowing how they're going to get there, and they don't know what to do. They sure can't go to Bank of America's wealth fund unit people. They can't go to Chase Manhattan's wealth fund because they won't talk to them because they don't have at least $500,000 to $1 million. They don't want to have anything to do with them. And if they do walk in there, they end up talking to a recent university graduate who has memorized a speech, a quotation thing from the bosses, and all they're trying to do is get you to sign up for their wealth management program, give you a bunch of charts and stuff, and send you an app and show you how great everything is. You'll never meet your money manager. You have no idea who's managing your money, what they're doing with your money. Good luck to you. And then there are those who watch me here. And oh, it's a complete liberation. People hang out here and we break all the rules. We are not intimidated by the market. We make the market our bitch. That's what we do around this channel. We don't succumb to the old adage of just send your money to the experts and let them take care of it for you. No, 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 no. No, these people don't deserve a 2% handling fee of your money. First of all, they don't deserve a percentage of your profits, which can be up to 25% of the profits. Oh, no, 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 no. You manage your own money. You keep the 2% fee. You get all the profits on your investment. All you have to do is figure out how to write stock options to be able to bring the income in, to be paid to hold stock or ETFs or deepen the money call options that you already have. There are ways for you to become rather wealthy and to do it yourself. And you don't need some highfalutin, what you think is a highfalutin financial person, and they aren't. You're talking about recent 5-year or less grads from universities where their number one talent was they could drink more beer than their buddy over here in the frat house, because many of you have forgotten what university actually is. It's the place where you lose your virginity if you have any. You attempt to score as many partners as you possibly can. You drink and enjoy yourself and debaucherize yourself every weekend and become group members of all kinds of crazy clubs. Oh, and you also study. Oh, yeah, there's also that. Really? Yeah, really. And these are the people you want to give your money to, 2-3 year graduates from these schools. Yeah, like as if they know anything. They know jack squat. And I am blown away by how many millions of Americans and Canadians and Europeans trust these people. They go to these entities that have these, this incredible reputation of wealth management, and their frontline people are these recent alcoholics out of college. They're trying to dry out, and they're in debt up to here. They'll do whatever they're told to do because they don't want to lose their jobs. They're all apprentices trying to move up the ladder, and you're not ever going to get a 20-year veteran looking after your money. And there you go. And so you get what you pay for. And how many of you have heard the story, have seen the results yourselves? You've seen your parents' statements. Your mom and dad shows you how they're doing. You're looking at this going, Mom, Dad, you're not making any money here. Inflation is killing you. Why are you into these senior bond fund portfolios that are paying 2% yield? And this is crap. Yeah, it is. It's garbage. And there's more coming down the pipeline every day. There's more garbage coming your way that you can shake a stick at. You got to do it yourself, man. And you don't have to be risking everything you have in a high flying stock that you think might go to the moon. No, no, you don't have to do it. Percentage of your investments can go into former SPACs, and a percentage of your investments can go into uh, ETFs if you want, or into Dow 30 type stock, S&P 500. But at the end of the day, where you can really shine and completely change your economic future is make your portfolio pay you now to have the portfolio. You've got to charge rent. You got to make money, and you don't need to make pennies. You need to make dollars because you don't have much time. None of us have much time. I mean, how long are we going to live? 70, 80, 90, 100 years? How many years are we going to live where we have all of our mental faculties before we turn into blithering idiots in the corner of a room in a wheelchair? I mean, when? I don't know. Some of us are born that way. You know which brothers and sisters I'm talking about. Then there's those of us who move that direction way too soon. And then there are others of us who everything's going great until they fell down. After they fell down, they were never the same again. And I don't know how long we've got. I don't know. I don't know how long you have, but you better make hay while the sun is shining. And if you're 45 now, boy, are you in trouble if you haven't got $1 million already. Because if you haven't got a million already, you're a loser. This is the American way. You're a loser if you haven't got a million in assets. You better get with the program here. Forget about letting someone else take care of it for you. It's time for you to take care of it. You're smart enough to still be around at age 45, 50. You're still wanted at work at 45, 50. You must have something going for you. You must have something. It's possible that what you have going for you is you're working your butt off, but you're underpaid. They won't let you go because you're stupid enough to keep going there. And you're silly enough to keep working at a discount. It's time for you to be paid what you're really worth. And this is why I think what's happening out there is we are hearing about these constant employment reports coming out telling us that there are 11 million jobs available and not enough people to fill them. We keep hearing words about how many people quit their jobs every month and they just get other jobs. They have no trouble finding other jobs. We hear this last month now, all the layoffs, all the massive, massive headlines that you've seen everywhere. I don't care what publication you believe in. I don't care if you believe in right-wing crap, left-wing crap, middle-of-the-road crap. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is 100,000 people have been laid off, let go, furloughed, whatever the word is, or are going to be let go and furloughed and what, from the high-tech sector alone. 100,000. There are 11 million job openings. Okay. You think there's 100,000 job openings for these folks? Oh, I think so. Oh, I know so. These folks actually have been given their liberation. This is actually a good thing if they play it the right way. Some of you may know someone that's a friend of yours, relative of yours. Some of you may be watching me right now who've been told you're being let go and we're going to give you 3 months salary or 6 months salary and we're going to give you that and that. This is your liberation. And you don't ever have to go back as an employee anywhere else ever again. You now can turn around and either form little partnerships with other coworkers that have been let go and create little consulting companies from your homes and now work from home on a consulting contract basis. Maybe 5 or 10 of you together form ABC Consulting Services, and you hire yourselves out to the exact same employers that are letting everybody go, and you go in there at triple the rate. Triple what you've been paid is what your company charges, because that's what companies do. Companies slave you out as a worker, and they take off the top their fee and give you what's left. Temp agencies have been doing it for 100 years. It's time for you to become your own consulting temp agency, and this is a whole new world for you. Unless you want to do what we're doing here, you want to become part of this following here, this group that follows me. You want to learn how to write stock options and not work for anybody ever again, and only work selectively if you ever do that on a one-off basis, like a project to project basis, where you just say, oh, you guys need help in that to do that and that. That I can do that for you. It'll take 6 weeks, 15 grand. And if they pay it, they pay it. If they don't go for that, you say, oh, then find somebody else, because they're going to have to find a corporation to find someone to do that. And that'll cost them $30,000. So they can either pay you 15 G's for what you would have been paid 5 grand for as an employee, or they find someone for an entity for $30,000. This is the new normal. But if you want to be an option writer here, forget all that and just use one of these little thingies. Have you got one of these lying around somewhere? I think you do. Why don't you use this to become a very wealthy person, very comfortable financially set person, and never have to work again for anybody else. Just work for yourself and manage your own money. Reorganize your existing assets to the point where you can now write options on your assets. Because if you have assets that you can't write options on, you got the wrong assets. So you'll have to recalibrate them, borrow against them, or how are you going to recalibrate them? And now you're going to start writing option calls, call options, to haul in the dough that truly liberates you for the rest of your life from that 9 to 5 crap you've been dealing with for I don't know how long. Too long. Too long. For those of you who are 35, 30, and you still think your job is the greatest job you ever got, and you're with the greatest company of all time, oh, I'm just so happy I graduated and I finally have this gig and yada, yada, yada. It will eventually occur to you that it's not all that good. It's kind of okay, but it's also kind of scary, because as each year goes by, you become more expendable. Why? Because there are graduates behind you that'll work for less money than you will. Because as this economy gets tougher and the world gets more difficult, you'll find out that as an employee of a corporation, you're not an asset, you're a liability. You cost them money, you cost them benefits, and they have to retain you. And only if you are at the top level of their food chain, at the top of their group, will they keep you around. If you're a mediocre employee or below, you thought you're comfy now, you've got problems, because you're vulnerable to being dumped. You'd be replaced by either artificial intelligence computer software programs, or someone who can create them, or you'll be replaced by a consulting firm. And it could well be that 200 people are let go by company A, replaced by a corporation with consultants that only have 50 people, because that company runs much more efficiently with 50 people through whatever systems they have incorporated, and they can do the job of 200 in-house employees that they just got rid of. And you were one of them, and you're never going back there, because they're not going to take you back. That might be the reality that you're faced. And you're 33 years old. You just got out of school 5 years ago, man. I'm in debt $250,000 here. And you're gone. Because you're expendable. Because if you don't bring something that they don't have already, why would we keep you around? We're constantly trying to figure out how to get rid of people by upgrading our in-house capabilities, whatever the word they want to use, outsourcing and or regurgitating the company. Because there are managers that are 45 and 50 and 60 years old that are above you, that are also trying to keep their jobs. And what they're doing is they're looking at photographs from the 1950s and 60s of what companies used to look like. And they see these photographs of the secretarial pool or the accounting department, where there used to be rows and rows and rows of desks and adding machines that used to be like this. People had those sun visor things on their heads and stuff, and their pencils and stuff. They used to look at hundreds of employees in these large auditorium-sized rooms that used to do the books. And now they see that department replaced with a laptop and one or two people operating laptops. That's what they see now. And they're thinking, how can we get from those two people to one person? How can we do that? That's the never ending grind that is going on. The race to the bottom is what's happening. And eventually, humans aren't needed as much as they were in the past. And this is putting you guys on the line. I'm just saying, I'm just an old man telling you what I think is going on. You don't have to agree with me. It's okay. Here's something for you to consider. There's a stock out there this morning that is having a wonderful time. It's just having a great day. Had a great night last night. Stock went up very nicely in value. Is still continuing to rise or hold its gains today. It's up 19.3%. It's called Meta Platforms. You might know them as Facebook. I want to give you some statistics on Facebook this morning and ask you what you think of this. Should the stock be where it is? Here's what they've released, okay? From 2021 to 2022, their fourth quarter results. So we're just talking about results from last year's fourth quarter to this year's fourth quarter, all right? Their sales are off 4%, okay? Their costs are up 22%. Their margins, their profit margins are at 20% versus 37%. This is this year's fourth quarter. They just finished versus a year ago quarter. The net income for the company, 4.6 billion versus 10.3 billion. And the profit per share, $1.76 versus 367. That stock with those statistics are up 20% this morning. And that stock is being recommended by brokerage firms all over the place with target price increases. They are raising the target price of Facebook all over Wall Street this morning. Now, why would Wall Street be doing this? Why would analysts uniformly across the board be saying, oh, this is great. Oh, fantastic. This stock is going to go way higher than where it was. Remember, the low for the year, I don't know if you know this, but the low for the last 52 weeks on Meta Platforms has been 88.09. The 52-week high was 248 52 weeks ago, but longer than that, back in 2021, the shares hit a high of something like 300 and something a share. Let me take a look here. It was like 378, maybe 380 a share, in that neighborhood. That was September the 5th, 2021. It's not quite a year and a half ago. That's when the company was worth $1 trillion market cap. This morning, $395 million market cap company. And brokerage firms left, right, and center are recommending to buy it. Why are they doing it? Well, gosh darn it, wouldn't you know what they said? They said that they have lots of users. Great. Not making any money off them. They got lots of users. They said that they're going to cut expenses by letting people go. We're going to get better by getting smaller. Have you heard that line before? Has it ever worked? Oh, and we're going to use $40 billion, $40 billion to increase and maintain our stock buyback program. So let me get this straight. You guys are losing sales. Your costs are through the roof. You guys have way lower margins. Your net income is off by 65%. And the street is all happy about it because you guys are going to take $40 billion, 40 billion precious dollars that you used to be able to borrow for nothing, that you now can't borrow for nothing, and you're going to buy back the stock. You're not going to expand the business. You're not going to acquire somebody else to expand your reach. You're not going to create new products. You're not going to invest in American technology workers' futures or anything. No, you're just going to buy back the stock. That's all you're going to do. And that's good enough for the stock market because, after all, a Wall Street broker is sitting there in a 68th floor building in Manhattan, having to talk to clients if they talk to clients. And all they want to do is tell them how well they're doing for them. And this works for Wall Street. This announcement is working beautifully for Wall Street because the stock is up 20% this morning. All these analysts and brokers who've been pushing this stock are saying to their clients, I told you, see, you want to hang into that Facebook company because the shares are going to do great. The company's not doing great. No. They're losing market share. They're losing margins. Their profits are falling off. But the stock's doing great. And that's what it's all about, because your statement shows you how your account is doing. And this morning, your account is showing an increase in the value of Meta, which means that I, as your investment advisor, I'm doing great. I'm doing a great job for you. And we get to take 2% of the value of your account out every year, 1/12 every month. And this month, we're going to take more money off of you because your value of your account went up. And we also get a percentage of your profits. And there's profits because your stock is up. That's what's going on in Wall Street this morning. They're all happy. They're just thrilled with how this is going. The company itself is as sick as a dog. It's in real trouble. These guys are in mega trouble. No one wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to mention it. Nobody wants to go there. What can I say? A year from now, could the stock be back to $80 a share? Could it be $50 a share? Could it be 30 a share? Maybe. You keep throwing 40 billion a year into the stock, maybe you can keep the market at 150, $200 a share, but the company itself underneath that stock is not worth a dime. That could be the problem. A rude awakening could be coming our way. Why is Wall Street not worried about this? Why isn't Wall Street? Why aren't there any analysts saying, "Hey, wait a minute! Whoa, flag! I'm throwing up a flag here." Why isn't it happening? Because I'll tell you why. Yesterday, we heard from the Federal Reserve, Chairman Powell. All of you guys are asking me, Bruce, what do you think is going to happen in the market when Chairman Powell speaks? Is it going to go down again like he always? Whenever he speaks, the market goes down. Didn't go down last time he spoke a month and a half ago. Now it's not going down this time. Why is that? Because I'll tell you why. The street doesn't believe him. The Federal Reserve comes out with a press release saying we've raised rates by 1/4 percentage point, and we're going to keep fighting inflation until inflation is back to our target price, which is 2%. We're going to keep raising rates until that inflation rate gets there. But instead of raising rates by 1/2 point or 3/4 point to drive the message home, they raised it by 1/4 point. And the street's going, here, you got all these weapons and you're not using them. You got this gun and you're hitting us with a BB gun. We have body armor for BB guns. You're not doing anything to us. We don't believe you're serious about the inflation thing, because we think that you guys think that with the inflation having backed off a little bit lately, that the worst is over. You guys don't believe the crap you're trying to sell us. And we think we see right through you, and we see the real you. The little pooch ran over to the corner of the stage and pulled on that cord, and the curtain opened up, and the wizard was this little guy pulling all these levers. That's all it is. And you're not the big bad boogeyman that we were worried about. You're not doing what you said you were going to do. You're not fighting inflation. You're accommodating it. You're allowing it to lead you instead of you leading it. And the market is just going, we don't believe you. And the stock market is up, generally speaking, except for the Dow. Dow's only off 23 points, by the way. We're down 100 plus. Now we're only down 20. NASDAQ is up 1.7%. And that is the market telling the Fed, you're not doing jack squat. You talk the talk, but you're not going to walk the walk. And now, Bank of England raised their rate 1/2 point. ECB raised their rate 1/2 point in reaction to the 1/4 point raise from America. If America had raised their rates by 1/2 point, these two banks would have had to have gone 3/4 point. But they don't have to, because the Fed only went up 1/4 point, so they'll only go up 1/2 point, making it easy for all. But at the end of the day, is inflation really conquered? Have you bought a dozen eggs lately at your grocery store? I was at Walmart last week and I bought 18 eggs. Carton of 18 eggs, $9.50. $9.50 for a carton of eggs. I used to pay $2.50 for, $3.22 for. I don't even remember. I usually don't pay attention to how much eggs cost me because I need eggs. That's it. I just need to buy them. So I don't know what they're going for. I know now what they're going for. The Fed doesn't care. And so with Meta, with Facebook's results being abysmal, and no relief in sight that I can see. The market doesn't care because the market's going, yeah, well, the market interest rates aren't going to be so bad, and inflation is easing up, and it's all going to be all right. The market is absolutely ignoring the absolute disastrous numbers that companies like Meta are now putting up. Terrible numbers. I'll bet you a year and a half ago, when Meta hit $1 trillion of market cap back in September of 2021, forecasters going forward the next year or two were predicting the company's growth pattern and their earnings revenue and their stock projections. They were probably talking about the company being worth $1.5 to $2 trillion a year or two later. And right now it's at 400 billion. Everybody missed the mark by not even close. There's the dartboard at the end of the bar, and the guy throwing the dart. The dart went out the window, hit the side of a truck, and the truck is 5 miles out of town. That dart is gone. Not even in the area code anymore. These guys have zero credibility. The company itself and the analysts following it, zero credibility. But why are they saying what they're saying? Because they're employed by Wall Street bankers. They're employed by the largest financial houses on the planet. They don't dare piss off their top guys. Their top guys schmooze with their top clients. Who are Wall Street's top clients? Who pays Wall Street's bills the most? Public companies and large institutional investors. So the California Teachers Pension Fund, the Ontario Teachers Pension Fund out of Canada, the largest mutual funds, the largest ETF players, these are all the big clients of the big firms. And these clients aren't clients of just one firm, they're clients of all the firms because they want all the firms' opinions on what they think is going on. And so uniformly, all the analysts are saying how great Meta's doing and how great the stock's doing, and we're upping the target for Meta stock because they know all of these large institutional investors hold Facebook stock. They hold Apple, they hold Google, they hold Amazon, they hold them all. And whether they lose money or not, they never, you say never, you always never say sell. Never say sell, ever. And that's what's going on right now. Keep holding the dog that is called Facebook that is losing its butt against other entities, even though there's a $40 billion stock buyback program. By the way, that $40 billion buyback program is not an obligation. Facebook does not have to spend a dime of any of that money on any of its stock whatsoever. They do not have to. It's just an indication that they've allowed themselves to spend up to 40 billion if they would like to. There's no guarantee they'll spend any of it on their stock. But to me, the symbolism of the fact that a company in financial trouble like Facebook, losing market share and earnings and margins, dedicate $40 billion of their precious capital to buying back stock rather than improving the business says it all to me. Says it all. It's an absolute walking stiff of a company. That's what it is. I'm sorry. You guys love Facebook? Great. You love it. They own Instagram? Great. You love it. Fantastic. Super. Nice. Great. They're slipping badly. And that's the bottom line. Sorry. That's the way it is. The Dow is now up 18 points. See, the magic is working. The analysts are going, we're doing our jobs. We're hyping this market. We're hyping the stocks out there, and it's working. The stock market is up in the preview market. My boss is happy with me because these analysts are so full of themselves and will listen to their top guys tell them what to basically say. They'll follow it, and they'll get their bonus checks, and they've sold out. And they are taking the money, baby. They are taking the money. That's the bottom line. I don't see independent analytics going on anywhere. You want to watch CNBC and Fox Business and CNN Business or Bloomberg or whatever, you'll hear the odd independent speaker, but you're going to get the company line, and you're going to see very attractive young ladies asking questions of CEOs and analysts and other people that have been given to her by their producers who have had their strategy session meetings yesterday and today to figure out what questions we're going to ask these people so as to not piss off the company itself, the public company, and or the Wall Street bankers that are the biggest promoters of these stocks. And that's how this game works. And so you have on some of these networks, you have some of the very attractive young ladies and good looking guys to a degree asking questions who they have no idea what they're asking these people. They have no idea what this means. They're just reading their script. They appear to know what they're talking about, but they don't. And if they do know what they're talking about, they know they are touting the company line. They're touting the CNBC line, which is NBC itself. They're touting the line from CNN. They're touting the line from Fox. They are not going to upset their bosses. And so they're going to do what they're told to do. They're going to ask the questions they're told to ask and given to ask. And these stiffs on the other side of the interview are paid shills who are just going to talk to them about the great company we have and how wonderful it's doing and how we're making inroads here and this and that and everything else. It's all Shangri-La. Let's just sing Kumbaya by the campfire together. It's absolutely wonderful. In the meantime, millions and millions and millions, tens of millions of people out there hold stocks in all these different entities and are getting nothing for holding these stocks. If you're a Facebook shareholder from 3 years ago, you have watched a fortune wash out of your account. Yeah, it's up today. Yeah, sure. Oh, it's higher today. Oh, yeah, that's great. But boy, it was supposed to be so much more valuable 2 years ago. Meta by now, this company by now is supposed to be $1,500 a share with a split. And it's a 180 on a big run up this morning of $30 a share. Whoop-de freaking do. There are retirement accounts out there loaded with this garbage. They're loaded up with the Amazon shares. They're loaded up with the Google. They're loaded up with all the other FANG stocks that they've just loaded them into. Bang, bang, bang. And it worked great. During the Obama years, the market hit new highs all the time. During the Trump years, it kind of kept on going with zero interest rates. How can you not make money more than inflation? Now, with higher inflation and with higher interest rates, we have to perform. We as a corporation have to actually perform to make more money. And some are able to do it and some are not able to do it. And our Amazon friends are getting hammered. And our friends at Facebook are getting hammered. And our friends at Apple are finding out it's not as easy as it used to be. And with China's issues and other global problems, it's not as simple as it used to be. And yet retirement accounts all over the world are laden and are drowning in stock of all of these outfits. And some are winners and some are losers. And the problem is that in order for some of you to be able to retire comfortably, you needed a perfect playing field for these high-tech, high-growth stocks to just keep right on going for another 5 years. That's all you needed, another 5 more years of record highs, record highs, record highs. And then you too will have $1 million or $2 million or $3 million all built up in your retirement accounts, and you can retire. Problem is, you're at the bottom of the pyramid. You're not at the top of the pyramid. You're at the bottom of the pyramid. You're the last ones that are going to win. And the only way you're going to win is if there's a zillion people under you that hold the stock now to have it go even higher. It's a bigger pyramid. So that it looks like you're at the top of the pyramid because you're now way up here. But in reality, there is no growth in the pyramid. The pyramid's getting smaller. And so issues are starting to show up and have been now for over a year. That's why if you want to make a go of it, you better take the reins away from the professional you hired, ride the wagon yourself, take control of those horses and make them do what you want them to do, because your hired gun it's not working anymore. And there's the issue of, do you want to retire? If you're 65 now and you haven't got several million saved up, you might be in big trouble. If you're 45 and you've got 100,000 saved up, you're not getting to a couple of million in 20 years. That ain't happening. And if you're 35 and you just started with this gig, you got to be looking over your shoulder more than looking ahead, because you're wondering, when am I getting kicked out of here? Because I heard that the division that I'm in my company was eliminated at that company, or they cut back half the employees over at that company. And they might call it efficiencies and everything else, but what they're doing is they're replacing you with artificial intelligence software programs. And you didn't see that coming when you went to school 5 years ago. No one told you 5 years ago at the university of whatever, when you were too busy drinking on the weekends and having a party, that 5 years after graduation and you got a $250,000 student loan, that the job you have now aspired to get to is going to replace, you're going to be replaced by a machine, by a computer, because the other kids in school over there are the ones who are going to replace you from your job over there, because they're building the artificial intelligence software programs that are eventually going to take you out, and you're on the street. And all of a sudden, your degree is worthless. It's just a degree. Degrees are everywhere. Everyone's got a degree. I mean, come on, every job, a garbage man has to have a degree now in some kind of trade. Give me a break. You better take control of your own dough, and you better learn how to do it quick and get with the program. And I'm just an old man trying to tell you this. I'm the last guy that should be telling you this. I'm 67 years old, for crying out loud. I'm going to be 68 this fall. 68. I'm ancient, man. Nobody hires me for a day job. I don't want a day job, by the way. I'm the last guy who should be telling you this. You should be getting this from your peers, your consultants, your advisors, but you're not, because they don't know. They're also in a fog themselves. Remember, we just came out of COVID for 2 years. We weren't hanging around the water cooler together all the time anymore. We were doing the remote meeting game. And a lot of us didn't want to be in the remote meeting game. We didn't want to be in that. So we cut ourselves off even more. And so a lot of you don't have the daily chatter that you used to have. Not that it's worth commuting 2 hours to get to work, have the chatter, and commute 2 hours to get back, and get a paycheck that doesn't get you very far. There's still reasons not to go back to the office. But boy, I'm the one who has to tell you what's going on. And if you believe me, you do. If you don't, you don't. And many don't. Many will go, that old man doesn't know jack squat about anything. The guy doesn't even have a place to live. He's a nomad. He has no hair, which means you can't trust him, because he's old. He's 4'8" tall. He says he's 6 feet something, but he walks with those titanium things. Not that he's ever shown them to us, but nonetheless, the guy is a homeless nomad. Why listen to this guy? Who makes money following this guy? I mean, who possibly could make any dough writing stock options to all the gamblers out there? I think I know a few. 224 are here at the moment. I'm not sure about all of them, but there's a few folks here that are doing okay. Yeah, you got to do it yourself, man. And you better get with the program pretty quick, because I don't know how fast the economy is going into slowdown, and I don't know how deep, and I don't know which sectors of the economy are going to get hurt the worst. I read yesterday, maybe you read about it too, 10% of the management of FedEx is being laid off. Not 10% of the workers of Federal Express. 10% of the management of Federal Express is being let go. What do you think that means? Think about this. Management of FedEx, these aren't $30,000 a year people. These aren't $45,000. These aren't $80,000 a year people. This is much more than that. We're talking about folks in the $250,000 neighborhood here. We're talking about some senior crap here. We're talking about people who may have 10 years, 15 years experience inside the company, that they've amassed a little bit of, dough here. They got homes, second homes. They've got stocks and stock options, and they're being let go by FedEx. 10%. You think the folks in management at FedEx are worried? They should be worried. What about over at UPS? What if you're a manager over there? How do you feel now? What about any other courier company out there? How do you feel? What about Amazon's management? After all, isn't that a shipping company as well? What about all the other outfits like Spotify, Shopify, and all these other stocks we talk about all the time. I was asked last night about Wayfair. What do you think about Wayfair? Well, they've announced layoffs. There'll be more. If FedEx is going to drop 10% of their management, they might drop 20% of their workers. They're slave workers. They might dump those guys, and those were well-paid people because they're unionized. I thought they were unionized. I'm not 100% sure. They had some pretty good gigs going on. What's happening at UPS and elsewhere? This is spreading out. This isn't just a software issue and a high-tech issue. Now it's getting down to folks who move boxes. Okay, when we get down to the companies that just move boxes for a living and envelopes for a living, Talking the post office, aren't we? We're talking kind of the glorified post office here, the high end part of the post office. We have layoffs happening there. That is a dead giveaway that there's a deep problem surfacing and coming up, bubbling up, bubbling up, bubbling up. We're looking at a saucepan. We see the spaghetti sauce in the saucepan, and it's just sitting there. It looks just great, but underneath the saucepan, you take a look under there, and you see the flame coming up. At bottom of that pan is getting hot, and that sauce is going to boil and burn, and it won't be good. But yet on the top, the saucepan looks fine. Everything's fine. Give it another 5 minutes, and we got ourselves a problem, Houston. This is the economy that we're dealing with here. The Western world's economy has issues. In the meantime, there's a war going on in Ukraine. Oh my gosh! I read about a company today in Pennsylvania that can't keep up with the business. What do? They make shells. They make bombs. They make products that kill people, and they're doing great. Business is great. The steel being delivered, and the titanium, and the copper, and the aluminum, and all the raw materials coming in from mining companies everywhere, manufacturing outfits, bringing in parts for these things. It's fantastic. If you're in the killing business, life is good to kill. Life is good to kill. It's just fantastic. The Pentagon, the budget was passed without any fanfare 4 or 5 months ago when Nancy Pelosi was still running the House. One of the last bills they passed without any problem from Republicans. The Pentagon budget, the defense budget, the defense of America is paramount. I don't see these bombs defending America. I see these bombs being put on ships and being sent over to the Ukraine to bomb the hell out of the Russians. That's what I think those are being used for. And the American taxpayer is footing the bill. And this is employing Americans, and life is good. And now we have highly precisionized weaponry being sent over there, all paid for with the American taxpayers' dollars. Americans are being nicely employed. The UK residents are being nicely employed in their defense business. The Canadians have a lot of defense factories too. It's wonderful. If you're in the defense business, life is good. If you're in the creation of ideas business, not so good, not quite so good. If you can come up with an idea of how to create a better killing item, then you will be fine. Because if the military understands that you could be good for their business, they'll come knocking on your door, and they would love to talk to you. You remember that movie Michael with John Travolta? Was it Michael? Or no, it wasn't. It was Phenomenon, right? Wasn't it the movie with John Travolta where he was hit by a lightning bolt, and then he had all these algorithmics in his head, and he just became a savant. And then the next thing you know, the military came calling to talk to him. Sinister kind of world, isn't it? I love that movie, though. He did a great job with that movie, and also with Michael. I think those two movies were really excellent work on John Travolta's part. In any event, it's just me. I'm just an old man reminiscing and just ranting away because I don't have a sponsor to piss off. I don't have a sponsor. No one pays my bills to talk to you about what's going on out there. I don't have to worry about upsetting Philip Morris or General Electric or General Foods or Warren Buffett or Apple or any other sponsor. There's no sponsor's going to sponsor this show. What are you kidding? For what? What's this guy got to bring to them? Because I'm a loose cannon. I could criticize anyone at any time. You don't want to sponsor a guy like this. Out of control. But then that's where I come back to you. It's time for you to sponsor yourselves and take control of your lives and learn how to write stock options. And you better get on it. Because there is nowhere else I can think of where you can go to bring money in on assets you've got while you got them. If you use option writing as an opportunity to build your portfolio, fabulous. If you're using it to diversify your portfolio, very good. If you're using it to pay down debts of crap you should never have had in the first place, way to go. If you're paying off bills from 3 years ago, credit card advances that you took during the COVID and balances you've been carrying and zero interest promos that are now 12% interest going to 18% interest going to 24% interest, now is a good time to start learning how to write stock options to head those bills off at the pass. Yes. If you feel that between you and your spouse There might be an income interruption because of economic circumstances deteriorating. Now is a good time to bring a new income into the house that is just waiting for you on an asset or assets you've been sitting on for years. I can't imagine how many trillions of dollars of assets have been dormant in your accounts that other people have been making money off of, and you haven't realized it. You have given away trillions of dollars in fees over decades to these ridiculously run outfits that when they lose money, where do they go to get bailed out? The United States government. If you're an American investment house, where do you go? You go to Congress and you get breaks and you get bailed out. And the economic crisis was one, 9/11 was another one. Here we go again. So you folks are bailing out your own investments through your taxes to your government to then bail out the bankers that are supposed to make you rich. It's incredible. The circle of ineptness continues on. You have to break this, get out of that trap, and take control of your life. It's time to make the market your bitch. It just is. And I can't tell you how happy I am when I get emails from people who say to me, "You have changed my life. I cannot believe for 15 years I didn't do any of this. And in the last 6 months, the last year, the last 3 months, my economic prospects have been completely turned upside down because I don't pay these stupid fees anymore. I didn't see these fees. I didn't notice that I was paying these fees because all I got were statements telling me how much my account went up. That's all I got. I saw a 4% rise or 6 or 9 or 2.6 or whatever the yields are I'm getting. I mean, that's what I get. I just see what I get. I didn't realize how much actually came in and how much off the top came off first before I got what was left over. And I now realize I'm the guy getting the lowest end of the stick. I had no idea this has been going on for 20 years in my money. And you now go backwards 20 years and go, well, geez, if I was making 2% more 20 years ago, and that compounded every year for the last 20, I'd have triple how much than I have now. I'd have so much more now than I have. I could already be retired. This is what is the great unknown. It's the one area that Wall Street doesn't want to talk to you about for obvious reasons. These are the kids. They are taking money from millions of people, putting it into the hands of thousands of people. Maybe it's 50 million people to 1 million people to 100,000 top managers to 10,000 high-end winners. And those folks are the 0.1% that we dream about becoming, that you will never become. And they're now in their 40s and 50s and 60s. I mean, they're not 20-year-old kids. These 0.1 percenters aren't 25-year-old children that run around with a Lamborghini. Okay, the 25-year-old running around in a Lamborghini is the one who's the son or daughter of one of those top people up there, and they just gave him a car to go play with. That's what that is. Okay, the 0.1 percenters are the folks you never meet. You will never meet. You will never fly with on an airplane. They don't take airplanes with you. You're never going to see them in the hotel lobby of the hotel you stay in. No, because they don't stay in the hotel you stay in. You'll never meet them on the golf course because they don't golf at the golf course you golf at. No, you will rarely catch a glimpse of these folks. These folks are the ones in the clubhouse at the Kentucky Derby. They're the ones who are at the Masters in the corporate tents. They're the ones who are watching America's Cup race at a yacht club somewhere with other yacht owners. These are the folks that are in Monte Carlo for a week or so. These are the folks that travel in private jets. You don't get to meet these people. No. Now, I can't turn you into one of those people. I can't. But I can take you from where you are. I think I can. I can take it from here to a much more comfortable level, and then you decide the lifestyle you want to have. If I can just help you get to 10 or 20 or 30,000 a month of income coming in, I've done my part. From there, you're on your own. And wherever you want to level it off at, you decide for yourself. If you're just happy adding 1,000 a month to your cash flow, and that's good enough for you, then great. Shouldn't be too hard to do that if you're, again, willing to study. You'll be fine. If you want to make it to the point where you can give goodbye to that day job and you can become self-employed and travel the world whenever you want with your wife and family, homeschool your kids if you feel like it, or put them into private school if you feel like it, or move to another country if you feel like, whatever. What do you want? If I can get you to that point where you can do whatever you want, I am beyond thrilled. I mean, holy crap, this is fantastic, because so many of you are trapped in such crap right now. It's unbelievable, and have been for decades. And that's normal for you. That you just accept it as normal. That's life. Oh, those are the cards I've been dealt, is the word I get all the time. I hear that too many times. Oh, that's how the chips fall. No, 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 no. When you've done that, once you buy into that notion, you're finished. You are defeated, and now you are a patsy to be slapped around whenever it's time to slap somebody around. You've got to not want to be that person. If you're here, you're the person that's decided, I've had enough of this crap. And I don't believe it. I'm not going to fall for that trap anymore. I have seen my relatives and friends and others. I've seen this now too long, too many examples of people settling for, what they, and they're told they're lucky they have it. You're just lucky you've got that. And you're going, no, no, there's no luck. It's fate, and it is what is it you really want out of your life. There are people who work their butts off to become a lawyer, or to become a machinist, to become a doctor, and then they settle for that career. They kind of get there and go, okay, I've reached my pinnacle, my chosen field. I can relax now, and now I can just do this job. What they don't realize is, no, 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 no. If you want to be successful inside the career that you've gone for, you now have to add to the training, and add to the knowledge, and add to the experience, and be the number one, top 20 percentile at least, best in the field to really succeed. Because there are a lot of doctors out there who just get by. There's a lot of electricians who make good money, but they just get by. No, the best of the best keep adding to the knowledge base, and keep pushing the boundaries of their career to a much higher level. And because they're so eager to keep bringing this in, they don't realize how well off they actually are. They're very well off, but they don't feel it. They're too busy growing. They're too busy expanding their knowledge and their experience. They don't realize, oh yeah, well, I guess you're right. Yeah, my wife drives a Tesla. I drive a Porsche, or whatever I want to drive. And we do have a nice $1 million or $2 million house. And well, yeah, we got a condo down in Palm Desert. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, who doesn't? No one. No one else has one of those. You're the only one. There's a lot of folks out there who don't realize how successful they are when they get to success, because they're too busy being successful, but they're having too much fun being successful. They don't consider it work. They're loving what they do. They love the challenge of what they do, and they want more of it. It's the 99% out there who reach that level going, well, I'm doing okay. Or I've gone as far as I can go, and there's nothing more I need to do. I can just, I can get drunk every weekend, just watch the ball games, and, I'm doing great. Until you're not. And those who don't keep looking around going, what's behind me? What's coming at me? Am I on top of my game? They're the ones who are vulnerable. Around here, you don't have to do a lot. You don't have to change your entire life to be successful with this group of people here, but you have to want to learn how options work and how the market works. You have to want to know. And I have classes. If you want to check those out, go to my website, and there's 14 of them. Will that teach you everything you need to know about everything? No. No, but will it give you a little glimpse into an area that you probably know nothing about, or you certainly didn't know more than 2 years ago? You knew nothing about it. There are people here now who've been here for a year and a half, 2 years, who are so far ahead from where they were when they first joined us, and they're still learning. And that's the thing about this business. There are people here who are doing well financially right now, writing options, and they're still coming to me for more info. Give me more, give me more, give me more, because you have to keep wanting to learn more to really take this to the level you can take this to. There's no limit to how far this can go. You want to have your own private jet? You can have your own private jet being an option rider. Yeah, not in 1 year. No, 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 no. But yeah, you can. If that's where you really want to be. If you want to get to the point where you can afford to charter a jet from time to time, that can be done sooner than buying one. Um, but you got to start somewhere. And step number one, class number one on my website. Simple as that. Go to stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Stop procrastinating. Stop saying, "Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get there." No, now today, it's time. I don't know how much longer I've got to give you this info. When do I get kicked off of YouTube for yapping too much? I don't know. I'm just a guy. Like I said, I don't have a sponsor, so I'm vulnerable like anyone else to being cut off at any time. The market's the website's there. The classes are waiting for you. Get with the program and take it from there. If the classes don't make sense, or you're having issues with your classes, or you've taken classes and you have questions, or you want to have a one-on-one and talk to me personally for an hour or so, you can contact me here and let me know what you want to do. And we'll set you up for a one-on-one session, and we'll try to help you out and guide you along the path to economic greatness that leads to your rest of your life. Hey, I just made that up. Give me a break. I'm doing the best I can. All right. Thank you. Fantastic. Explainer. Uncle Bruce already changed my life into having more time for myself, my pets, my family. Now I try to work hard to get to the I don't care what I do what I want level, where I travel with my lovely Davis. Right on. Anyway, there you have it. What else is going on here? Thank you all for being here and hanging out and joining me. We're about to hit the bells here in about 2 minutes. Thank you, Larry Titus, for that. Anyway, what can I say? What price do you put on? What do you think SoFi can do? How high can it go, Bruce? Can you tell me exactly how high will it go in the next 15 minutes? Because I'm getting ready to buy it, and I want to be sure I get it at the low of the day and high of the day. Look at that, 766 on the old SoFi. Look at that, 766. Isn't that funny? I love it. I love this. It's about time SoFi gets going. Nice to see it here. I was just thinking too that, last August or something, we hit that 8 level or something, or almost 8 or something like 8. Remember that? 823 or something like that. And here we are, 766. We are coming hard on that number, and I don't think we're going to stop there. I just don't think so. Yeah, we're going hard. You guys, there are people here who have SoFi shares who are going to make a lot of money. Or let's put it this way. There are people who own SoFi shares on this channel, because of this channel, who could become extremely valuable from their SoFi, but they better understand how options work. And if they haven't taken the classes yet, you guys are asking for trouble. Because what would really kill me is to have a whole bunch of viewers here who've been following me for 2 years, who've been buying these former SPAC stocks and waiting them out. And now the time comes to start writing options, and you don't know what you're doing because you didn't take any of the classes. That would really disappoint me because, man, are you guys leaving it all on the table now? You can't blow it once you've got it. You've got to learn how to hang on to it and maximize the return to your pocket. I sure hope that any of you who are behind or haven't yet got around to it to watch these classes, get off your duff, take control of your life, and get with the program. It really is. It's really going to be exciting. I think we're up and running. I think our friend Mr. Titus may have rung the bells. He has, and thank you, Larry, for that. As always, you're just great. I really appreciate you for this, letting us know we're up and going. Kids, get ready to make some money. I hope. You want to make money? Do you like money? Welcome to the party, pal. 271 of you here. Thank you for joining in today. Say hi to me. Tell me, where are you watching me from? What's your temperature today? Are you guys in winter or spring or what? How bad is it where you are? Let me know what your gas prices are too. I'm curious about U.S. gas prices and Canadian and European. But tell me, where are you watching me from? What city? What country? Say hi to us, and we'd love to have you come on by and pop in to see us. This is fantastic. The worldwide audience of this channel It is awesome stuff. I think the Dow's off 1.8 points or something like that to start the morning. We'll see what happens in the next few minutes once it figures itself out. And we'll kind of go from there. The opening market right now for what looks to be Facebook Meta platforms, it's up $30 a share to 183.28, and it's only there because of hype and stock buyback possibilities. It is not there for fundamental reasons. I don't think so. And so watch this carefully if there's going to be weakness or not. Wouldn't be surprised if it does give up some ground as the day wears on and the next week or two. I wouldn't be surprised. Not saying it'll absolutely, definitely happen, but right now the entire Wall Street promotion machine is in full gear, hyping up Meta. It's on display for all to see until tonight when Apple comes out with their numbers and others. So we'll find out what's going on. Thank you, everybody. U.S. jobless claims dropped to a 9-month low of 183,000, even as more firms announce layoffs, because the bottom line is firms can't afford to let people go in droves. Why? You can't replace them when you need them. And you better hang on to who you have, the best of who you have, because if you don't, they'll go somewhere else and you'll never get them back. How loyal do you think people are to a company once they've been let go by a company? You think they're just dying to go back to you because you dumped me the last time? No. You dumped me last year because you found me expendable. Why would I ever return to you pieces of crap? Why? I saw your managers getting new Porsches and Teslas and all the nice cars, and you're going on all those nice holidays in Mexico and Europe every summer. I'm on unemployment. I'm not going to come back to this company. Are you out of your mind? That's not going to happen. Anyway, there you go. Unbelievable. Thank you, everybody, for popping through here. And Paul Jordan, hey, Bruce, good morning from Mallorca. I dropped you an email this morning. Did you get a chance to read it? No, I don't think I have had a chance to read it. Been kind of busy here, but I'll get a chance to read it later. Thank you, and I'll check it out later. Aaron, Ottawa, Canada. How you doing, Aaron? Nice to have you here. Speaking directly to me, JD says, you are talking to me, man. You are hitting all the spots. Fantastic. Blair, 7 degrees Celsius. Don't know the gas price today in Dortmund, Germany. Last time I've seen it was on 190 a liter euros. Hello from London. Lisa saying, how you guys doing? I'm over the hill in San Diego, 43 degrees. It's clear. Welcome, DH. Hi from Oxford, UK. Nice and warm, 11 Celsius today. Petrol around 155 British pounds to the liter. Nice bike, mate. Welcome. Nice to have you here. We got SoFi at 776, up 38 cents. Tesla up 518 to 186. ATIP 45.1, up 1.8 cents. GameStop up 52. Sexter up 11.5. Any complaints? Anybody complaining about any of these? Apple up 389. Giddy up. I like it. Daniel Forrest, I'm in Dallas, the Arctic of the South. How's that Texas power grid doing down there? That wonderful governor you guys have and that beautiful board of trustees that make sure the electricity flows to all Texans. How's that working out for you? I'm hearing horror stories again. I don't know. I just don't know. Hey, we don't want government in our lives. So great. Enjoy the power grid, the privately run power grid with no government interference. Right on. Congratulations. 778 on SoFi, babies. Way to go. We're in winter here in Mallorca, says Paul. 20 degrees Celsius or so here in the sunshine. Bill, over the hill and deep in the valley, Western Florida, 74 and sunny. Right on, Bill. Credit Savage. Brisk 50 here in San Francisco, California, my friends. JR, shout out from Cerritos, California. Beautiful day, looking like today. It's cold out, big 40 degrees out there. Big value investing. QQQ is up $7 today. Bill Coyne, always love California weather. Andrea, hi everybody. Palermo, Sicily, 10 degrees Celsius. Welcome from Palermo. That is a bucket list place I'd like to visit. Splair, anyone thinking about writing $8 in the money on SoFi? I want to look how it looks above 8. When it goes higher, I look after 8 to 9s in the money. Lorraine, suburbs, Atlanta. The weather is rainy, chilly, 44 degrees. Trish, I'm outside of Ottawa, Canada, and it's cold. Welcome, everybody. JR, nice bike, mate. Are you a road cyclist? My wife and I get out on the Southern California trails, but there are e bikes and mini bikes roaring down the trails. We take our lives into our hands just to get some exercise. Danielle Forrest, Austin had 200,000 without power. The capital of Texas. Unbelievable. But then not unbelievable. Look at the management. Look at the government. It's almost as good as California one, says JS. Aaron, wait till tomorrow, Trish. Minus 30. Ghost of Bernie Madoff. I love Zesty Bruce telling truths. Cameron, go SoFi, go. I'm thankful for 32 degrees in Chicago. Thank you, Ghosts of Bernie Madoff. Dude, 33 in Nashville, 3 to 320 range on gas. Freezing rain today. Oh, no. Unbelievable. Trish Dish, Aaron, I know, I hate it. Coyote. What is that? Buongiorno, Paul Jordan, €180 per liter for fuel over here. JR, Uncle Bruce is zesty today. Him and Punk Satani, Phil Hector is saying Mexico. How you doing, man? Nice bike, mate. Motorcycle, even worse, I'm afraid, too. JR, oh, wow. Just wow. Anyway, there you go. I've caught up to your comments. 164 down dip on the Dow, apparently, from what I can tell. I'm just going to double check my big S iPad, see if it's in sync with my phone and everything's working out and it's all happening and this way or this way. Yeah, we are down 172, 31-point gain on S&P and a 235-point gain on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ is up 235. The Dow's down 144. What's wrong with this picture? Oil down 8 cents, 76.33. That's what's going on. Headline, why is it so hard for Black Americans to save for retirement, and how the pandemic escalated the racial wealth gap? That's an interesting comment for discussion, isn't it? Not going there. I would love to, but I'm not going there. Yikes. In any event, what can I say? Sell my house fast up on Marlboro. I don't know how true it is, but I just got on an alert that every terminal at LAX has no power. Nice bike, mate. The things we get are pleasure from if only everybody's exactly the same, then we'd all get along. There you go, my friend. Wiser words have not been spoken. Sextera is up 6 cents to $2.98. GameStop is up 62 cents to $22.45 right now. ATIP is at 46 cents, up 2.7 cents this morning. ATIP has traded what I think is, I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but it looks like 140,000 shares. I'm not sure if that is true or not, because that's unusual for ATIP. 47.5 cents now on ATIP, up 4.2 cents. What is going on over there? 141,000 shares traded. I'm not upset. I'm happy. This is great. Go ATIP, go. Tesla, 187.75, up 6.34. SoFi, 7.83 a share, up 45 cents a share first thing this morning. 7.19 million traded in 9 minutes. So it's not quite a million a minute. It's about 800,000 a minute going through on SoFi. High of the day, 7.89. Very interesting opening on SoFi. American Airlines, Apple up 364, 149 a share. HBQ up 55 cents to 30.42. When's the last time we saw 30? Hello, HBQ. Anybody out there own deep in the money options on HBQ? You got to be smiling now. Google, 107.32. Anybody own deep in the money Googles? We're up 5.89 this morning on Google. Moderna down $1 or so. Cisco down a dime. Pfizer down 21. IBM up a nickel. Microsoft up 6.57. ME up 13 cents to 2.69. Rocket Lab up 16 cents to 5.14. Matterport up 6 cents, 3.78. SmartRent up 8 cents, 3.23. Aspire up a nickel, 1.25. Amazon up 5.40 to 1.10. Home Depot 5.74 higher at 3.33. Netflix down 17 cents. Vanik down 3.50, up 3.55. Pardon me. Adobe up 12.45 to 3.96. Goldman down 21, Boeing down 69, Meta is up $28 to 181.54. High of the day, 184.60, now 181.40. So it's given up 320 a share from the high on 19.7 million, trading at 17.8 times earnings. I don't know if that's accurate. It might be higher than that. May not have updated that yet. Their earnings are falling off the table, so I can't see them down at 17 times earnings. Maybe they're at 30 times earnings. We'll see what that looks like later. AMC is up 43 cents on the common shares to 614. The prefs are up 28 cents to 284, up to 285. I don't know why AMC is higher. It just is. Good luck to AMC holders. I don't know what's going to happen. I know they got a vote coming up to do a 10-for-1 rollback. I know that. They're combining the prefs and the commons into one thing now. I don't know how this is going to work out for everybody, but there's trading going on there. Royal Caribbean up 143 to 68.70. The higher it goes, the more a candidate it is to have put spot on it. Bed Bath Beyond up 50 cents to 332. They missed interest payments. This blows my mind. They couldn't make 28 million in interest payments. They're now in default. They could be placed into bankruptcy at any time by their bankers. This stock's up 50 cents. Avoid this. Avoid. Carvana up 6.25 to 1981. Used car business is getting crushed. Used car values are shrinking. Carvana is on the ropes. Why it's at 19? I don't know. I can't. Don't touch that. Robinhood up 58 cents to 11.36. You know what I think about this. BlackBerry, 25 cents higher at 474. Norwegian up 27. Carnival up 31. Target up 32 cents. JP Morgan down 74. Costco up 6.30. Walmart down 30 cents. Disney up 77 cents. Nvidia up 492 to 214. And American Airlines is up 14 cents to 16.82. That's what American is doing. And so the market in the Dow down 216 points. S&P up 36, NASDAQ up 271. We have two distinct markets going on. We have the growth markets of NASDAQ going higher because for whatever reason, the public thinks, oh, you're announcing a layoff? I'm going to buy your stock. Oh, you're not making as much money as last year, but you're meeting your lowered expectations? Well, I'm going to buy your stock. That's what's going on some of those NASDAQ stocks. On the Dow side, interest rates are going up. Inflation is not going away. And the competition between the bond market for your investment dollars and the stock market for your investment dollars. Right now, the Dow is losing. The Treasury bonds are winning. So the Dow stocks are off. S&P is kind of going, we're just in the middle here. We don't know what to think. We're up 0.85% of a point. That NASDAQ's up 2.2% this morning. That's what we have. It's a mixed market. What can I say? $7.98 on your SoFi. 8 on your SoFi. I just saw a trade go through at $8 on your SoFi, and we're going higher. There is no stopping this train. We are going higher on SoFi. 10 million traded, 802 high of the day already, and this is going to continue to run higher. Cyxtera now at $3, up 8.5. GameStop up 78, 22.62. ATIP 47 cents, up 3.7 cents. The high of the day 49.1. On ATIP. We're almost pushing 50 cents on ATIP. I don't have an announcement. Not that I'm aware of. If somebody knows why this is happening, you let me know because I don't see anything. But I like it. I'm not complaining. Tesla 189.78 up 8.30 a share. SoFi 7.97 to $8. Apple 149.37 up 3.94. Apple comes up with earnings after the bell tonight. Interesting here. Welcome one. Welcome all to the party. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you've joined us today. And it's exciting, exciting stuff. What else is going on here, everybody? Aaron, I have my SoFi shares ready to go in my options account. Don't know where to start and when to write. You don't want to write now. Don't want to be writing right now. I got assigned on some of my 1850 GameStops that I sold last week. What will I ever do? I guess it's time to pack it up. Fool of a tuck. Nice going. I'm not sure what you got for those. Did you get like $3 or $4 for those calls? So you got a big fat premium on them, and you're actually being taken out at $22, $23 a share right now. You don't mind. This is good stuff, man. JR, yes, LAX had some power outages yesterday, but I hadn't heard that there were more. Karen D, it's 34 degrees and freezing in Clovis near Fresno. We get all the extremes here, very hot in the summer. Splair, thank God, gained day trading on Carvana. And then suddenly, almost 5 minutes where it was doing nothing at 1850. Now I went out and markets closed. JD, is an options account something different than your normal trading account? Might be depending on the platform you're using. Hector, gas prices are 23.5 pesos per liter, or $1.73 Canadian a liter. Monthly wages are 15,000 pesos a month. Everything is relative. There you are. JR, Karen, I used to live in Visalia. Aaron, yay, it's JD. JD, just a separate one you made specifically for the purpose of selling options. It might be, JD, again, depending on the platform you use. Some platforms will insist you have margin accounts because if you want to write poor man covered calls, you have to have a margin account. Fool of a took, laugh a lot. I remember when I started, I was so nervous to get exercised. When it finally happened this morning, I was just like, okay, guess I'll just have to buy the stock back. Okay, fine. Right on, fool of a took. Aaron, I specifically had to open up an options account, laughing out loud. JR, Karen, my daughter still lives there and posted a picture of a summer temperature of 125 degrees. Yikes. Aaron says, yes, JD, exactly. JD says, thanks. Spicy, is it okay to buy $5 calls a year out on SoFi? No, buy the stock, buy the stock, buy the stock, buy the stock. Deep value, 600 billion on Tesla, the market valuation. JR, does the Dow know something that the S&P and NASDAQ don't know, or what? Flint Creek, SoFi about to break 802, babies, 802 now, not your SoFi. Tickle, tickle, tickle SoFi at $8. Hector, it's 26 degrees here, only 54 degrees warmer than my Canadian home right now. Flint Creek, 8. Home skillet, I see ATIP touch 50 cents after hours. Nice. Deep value. Keith Gill tracks Carvana, doesn't buy it in order to get a general sense of the market as a whole. Sell my house. I have an HBQ deep in the money. It's expiring January 2024. $20 strike. I paid $11.11. I had written a 29 strike expiring June for 264 2 days ago. Just about back for 310 before I lose too much. Can't go much further. Lame duck SoFi, $8. JR, deep value. Why Carvana? Do you know? Sell my house. Should I sell another option or wait to see how high it goes and roll in the deep in the money? I wouldn't roll in the deep in the money. I just write another call on it and keep rolling up. Deep value says, he says Carvana has brought modern retailing to a market highly underserved by traditional dealerships, adding that he considers Carvana one of the most innovative companies in the auto sector. All righty, deep value for a guy I have a hard time understanding. That makes sense. The old B&M car dealership seems a dying business model. Ricardo, what strike on Google when? JD, imagine being happy your trading account is only down 40% now. Weird feeling. Deuce Caboose, I'll give you 150, number 155. Looking good this morning. Someone says Rugman and the coming through the computer. VJ, should I buy to close my calls on Tesla at strike 140 Feb 3 expiry? Should I buy to close? Well, if you're going to do a rollover, you're going to take a look at it. 189 on Tesla right now. If you're looking to write calls, you want to write maybe 200s if you can, several months out, bring in big money. If you're going to do a rollover on 140s, you want to roll up to at least 160s. I would be going way past February. I'd be going into April and see if you go to 160s or 70s, try to catch up with the stock and move up your strike. My cousin lives in Fresno, says Christina. JR, that part of California is nice and rural, but the temperature swing are killer. I had to cover plants in the winter to protect them from frost. JR, also the dust and air pollution is now the worst in the whole United States. Bad for the peeps with allergies and asthma. There you go. Cheddar Stack, SoFi, easy money manager number 157 today. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you, Nick. Deuce Caboose, Ski Rugman manager. Any take on PFE? Buy here or wait? Pfizer, buy here or wait? I like Pfizer, and I think that Pfizer is incredibly low, but it swings. It can swing $10, but this is more of the low territory than the high territory, so I like that. Sky High Kite, what GameStop cover calls are you guys writing? Flesh Infection, whoa, non-member chat still going. Go SoFi, cut through 8 like butter. SoFi is rolling. We have now got it trading at 804, up 65 cents. JD, what does being assigned mean, and when do you want it to happen, if ever or not? JD, you got to take my classes. JD, you got to take my classes. If you don't know what assignment means, oh my gosh, JD, you got to take my classes. Sell my house fast. 2 states have already pulled the operating license for Carvana because of consumer complaints. I'm sure more states will follow. Deuce Caboose. Mike, my brother from another mother, SoFi is ripping today. Cheddar, I've been spending all my spare money buying SoFi in the 4s and 5s. SoFi was always the horse. Matterport might do well, but the rest is junk as far as Cheddar Stack is concerned. Christina, I bought a few puts on Meta and 50 on GameStop yesterday, so I want a nice dip. Mike, Deuce Caboose, sure is, Deuce, Cheddar getting the old band back together. JD, what's your SoFi cost basis? Cheddar Stacks 527. Mr. Wallace, I have 100 shares of Meta, cost base 139, or wrote 1 Jan 145. Covered call, $30 rolling to 2025 or wait. You could do a roll up if you wanted to. Otherwise, you could just sit back and cross your arms because it's possible we might be running into some profit taking here. Meta now, where are we at? There it is, 182.71, up $29. The high and low today, 184 and 180. So that's been the range so far, but it might take a few days for a back off to continue to really kick in. We'll see. Wall Street's really promoting it right now. Let's see. Mirka, oh, thank God, Cheddar. The know-it-all is back. Maria, my Google 80 January 25 deep in the money looks great. I did roll my covered calls. Karen, JR, I'm thankful for air conditioning. At least it's very affordable. JD struggled. I just get mine below 10. JD, damn, I went too heavy in the early days. Cheddar, hi, Austin. I'm only here for little babies like Mirko. It gets my blood going knowing how right I've been and see whiny babies like him complain and make nothing but money. Cheddar, make nothing but money. Mr. Premium the Option, welcome back, Mike and Nick. Initial XE, SoFi up 30 this year. Let's go deep in the value. GameStop is long overdue for a 50% gain today. Deuce caboose, Cheddar, it's all good, dude. Everyone makes their own moves. JD, stay for the snacks. I will, sir. Nick, any thought to write SoFi covered calls for a market pullback? Nope. Alberto, members only, wake me up soon. There you go. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you for being subscribers of this channel, being members of this channel, being part of the family of this channel. I really appreciate all of you for that. It's great having you here. Please become a member and consider upgrading your membership to Gold Bagel member. We had a great show yesterday on that Gold Bagel show for the 8 o'clock prime time last night. Got a lot covered. And again, I thank you all for being part of the Bagel Familia. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day today and make a ton of money. We have 167 thumbs ups. Thank you very much. 285 people watching. Thank you for popping in and seeing us. It's great to see you here. If you're interested in some classes and learn how to write options, check them out on my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. The CA stands for Canada. And check it out. You can pick up the classes whenever you like. $22.99 on GameStop right now, up $1.16. We got $7.95 on SoFi with a high today of 802, if not more than that. Hang on, I think we've done more than that. 812 has been the high today on SoFi. Giddy up. We're down 191 on the Dow, but we're up 33 on S&P and 256 on NASDAQ. That is where we're at right now on this market. Very interesting, diverse, down 0.5% on the Dow, but up 2.2 on NASDAQ. There's some serious money going in there. All righty, 2307 up 120 on GameStop right now this morning. Giddy up, everybody. Cheddar Stacks, cult like much. Laughing Austin, I like you. Good luck to you. Not your SoFi. Got some bye-bye, says not your SoFi. Michael, I'm not writing on SoFi again anytime soon. Still licking my wounds. Deuce caboose. Taxman is calling. Good luck, all. Nick, well, that's easy enough. Let's keep the arms in the second position crossed here. Lobo Blast, you need a class how stocks affects taxes. Laughing out loud. Maria, some people just want to hate. Laugh out loud. Bless their cheddar hearts from South Carolina. There you go. What can I say? There are fans, and then there are not fans, and then there are those who just feel what they feel, and hey, whatever floats your boat, it's all cool. Welcome all of you who are making money in the options market here and who've averaged down on your stocks and who are now really reaping the rewards. And I think you will continue to do so. Cyxtera up 11 to 303. GameStop up 132 to 23.15 right now. We've got ATIP at 46.5 cents right now, up 3.2 cents. Under 60,000 traded. Just let it keep going. All I say for that, just go. Tesla 189.53 up $8. SoFi 792 up 54 cents. Apple 148.83 up 340. HBQ up 52 to 30.40. Google 107.51 up $6 today. Big move. Moderna down a buck 49 to 172.81. Cisco up a penny. Pfizer down 16 cents at 43.82. IBM up a dime. Microsoft up 6.32. ME up 15 cents, 271. Rocket Lab up 17 to 5.15. Matterport is up 23.5 to 395.5. We're going for 4. SmartRent 329 up 14 cents. Spire up 4.5 to 124.5. It's all green over there. Amazon up 4.76. Home Depot up 7.97. Netflix down $1.17. Vanik up 2.85. Adobe up 12. Goldman Sachs up 1.45. Boeing down 2.45. Meta up 29.71 to 182.82 at the moment. Royal Caribbean up $1.20. And Target up 1.13. JP Morgan down 37. Costco up 6.20. Walmart down 29 cents. Disney up 1.16. Nvidia up $4. And American Airlines up 17 cents. That is what's going on with a mixed bag. The Dow down and everyone else higher. Oil is off 47 cents to 75.94. Interesting in the last couple of days, Exxon, Chevron, and other companies are announcing record profits. The profits are really coming from natural gas more than oil itself. But what are the companies doing in response to how much money they're making? They're announcing record share buybacks. Are they investing in more energy? Are they investing in cleaner energy? Are they investing in making it a cleaner planet and improving supply? No, they're buying back stock. And they have one objective in mind, and that's called making money for their investors at any cost. And that is the name of the game. Yet oil is down to 75.92 because there is no shortage. There just is no shortage. There you go. What can I say? Anyway, welcome all to the party this morning in the show. It's great to see you here. Hopefully you're enjoying our little runs here, little pops in the markets. And those of you who have options written, you're doing what you have to do. You're slowly but surely looking at rollover scenarios. You're taking advantage of those. You're crossing your arms and allowing yourselves to get richer with your deep in the money calls. You're allowing yourselves to get richer with your stock positions going up in value. The GameStop $10 January 2025 contracts are now worth almost $13 book plus premium. They're probably trading in that 14 and a half level by now. Very nice to see. Those of you who have deep in the money contracts on Tesla, you are smiling all the way. Those of you who've written calls on Tesla, you're looking at rollover scenarios if and when. But otherwise, just cross your arms and relax. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the show. SoFi, don't be writing yet. We are threatening to go higher. This is absolutely showing me 17 million shares traded today. This is telling me there's money coming in here. Buying is coming in here, and they're not asking questions. They're buying first, asking questions later. They need to get in. Anyone who short this stuff, and there are shorters on SoFi, without a doubt, there are shorters on SoFi. They are now looking at a nightmare scenario. The nightmare they've run into is that they're short in the 8, 7, 6, 5, maybe 4 something neighborhood. Millions and millions of shares all over the place. There's all kinds of shorters with all kinds of shorts all over the place. And they're watching a stock go up 57 cents this morning, 2 days after their financials were released. This is not supposed to happen. This stock was supposed to crap out after all the good news, but it didn't crap out. It's going higher because the higher interest rates go globally, the better off these guys are. These guys make more money when they lend it out. They're paying 3.75% to savings account holders. They're attracting money all over the place, but they're not lending it out at 4%. They're lending it out at much higher than that. And the margins are increasing for SoFi. The dollars under administration are increasing for SoFi. SoFi's earnings are increasing, and I have a suspicion they will not be profitable in the fourth quarter of this year. I think they're profitable next quarter or the third quarter. They're not going to wait. It's not going to be till the fourth quarter. It's going to be much sooner than that because this company is growing so quickly that they have underestimated how quickly they're branching out and bringing in new clientele. That's my take. If there are shorters out there, they are in real trouble right now. It used to be the stock would go up 8, 10 cents a day, 12 cents in a day. Now we're seeing 30, 40, 50 cent intraday gains. This could accelerate even more. And therein is the upside for you guys who are sitting on the stock. Just sit back, let it do its fluctuating, let it be volatile, and let it go higher in price. And you will start writing options later on for much higher premiums than you ever thought imaginable. So yeah, good times, good times. Yeah. Number 70, 178. You are all way ahead of me, says Beach Boy. Bama Babe, I just had a shot. Go SoFi, laughing out loud. Hawkeye, just having a blast in the options dome. Bama Babe, all my SoFis are finally green. JG, the fear of missing out is real today. Should I buy more SoFi? The Grand Rising today, Bagel Gang, Uncle Bruce, AJ, and AJJ. There's never a bad day to buy SoFi. Never a bad day. Manager, I'm up 730,000. Woohoo, because of SoFi. Sit tight, my friend, and enjoy the ride. Alberto, Bama Babe, same here. Finally, manager, nice work. Beach Boy, Bruce, I was driving before, but I wouldn't miss Uncle Bruce's rant. Nice and sharp, don't you think, pole dancer? Thank you, my friend. 15 shekels have come in from my buddy at Beach Boy. Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. All of your support is greatly enjoyed. Whether those of you making PayPal donations or super chats, we love you. Thank you all very, very much. Welcome to the party, pals. So much going on here, so much to follow. It is going to be a most interesting time coming up here. Welcome everyone to the show from around the world. If you don't know what it is we do, I try to cover the markets in plain English as best I can to tell you what's going on, what I think is happening. And we then talk about how to write stock options against stock you have or stock you should get, or stock options that are deep in the money that you have or are getting, and try to help you become, hopefully, a better off retiree, a better off existing worker with income coming in on the side now, a second source of income, or God forbid, I'm trying to assist some of you out there, a number of you out there, for quitting your day jobs, helping you find a way to say goodbye to your boss once and for all, and to be totally self-reliant on your own investments and not need a day job to get by. That would be the ultimate. That's what's happening here more and more, and I welcome all of you to the party. 283 of you are here. It's great to see you all. We happen to have 187 thumbs ups. And what we love to do every day is to get 200 thumbs ups or more on the morning show. So if any of you out there can find that thumbs up button, hit it for me, and let's get 200 in the bag right now. Maybe we can get 250 later. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bruce, Fool of a Took is saying, Bruce, I got 290 for them only because they were in the money and only for a week. Sorry, it took me so long to respond. I had to pause, and I'm catching up at double speed right now, says Fool of a Took. Well, that's okay, Fool of a Took, because I'm so far ahead of you right now, I've forgotten what your comment was. So here I am scrolling backwards, looking for the Fool of a Took message that he made earlier, so I can read what the heck it was saying, and then I know what this means. And okay, I remember when I started so nervous. Okay, you sold those calls. You sold those GameStop calls for $2.90. Okay, so $18.50 plus $3 is $21.40. Got it. So you've been paid $21.40 for your GameStop shares. Now I get it. Okay. So now you're looking to buy them back, and they're $22.67 right now because they're up 84 cents right now. Okay, great. They're up. Big whoop. They got up to $23.20, and now they're $22.60. You might buy them back today. You might buy them back tomorrow. You might buy them back next week. Probably you'll get them back at a lower price than you just got taken out at. And what are you going to do? You're going to write new calls, and you're going to bring in another $3, $4. You're going to write 24s, 23s. You're going to tell them, take me out of 23 plus $4. That's $27. I dare you. I double dare you. Take me out of 27. That's okay. I don't mind being taken out. It's all good. Alberto, Beach Boy, I'm laughing. I'm a pile dancer now. Susan shops about 186 something on the thumbs up meter, Full of a Took. So I sold them for $21.40. Yep, manager. I had rolled over 6 to 7.5 yesterday on my options for December 23. We'll roll again if it goes higher. I'll keep rolling over. Beach Boy, $15 donation, 15 shekels donation. Do not twist my arm pole, pile dancer, buddy. Thank you, Beach Boy, for that second donation. It's much appreciated. Don't mind one bit. Thank you all so much for helping out. 161 down points on the Dow. We're actually recovering a little bit. We're higher on the other markets, I think, or we look good. We're up 26 on S&P, 214 gain on NASDAQ. Oil down 96, 75.45. That's what we got. SoFi got as high as 812, and we're now 776, up 38 cents, 777. We're going to get these fluctuations now, no question. You buy on the dips and run it, get ready to go. Apple 148.69, Tesla 186.98, ATIP 46.5, up 3.1 cents now on 161,000 or so shares. So we had a buy wave come in this morning in ATIP. Interesting. 22.82 up 99 on GameStop, $3 even on Xterra now. Very interesting. Spicy. Neat. Alberto Beach Boy laughing on, wondering, are you driving a Lamborghini yet or still in the Bentley? Maria, curling had emojis and neat emojis are coming out from Maria Powell. Thank you all very much for being here and hitting those neat emojis. Interesting stuff going on. 779 to 780 on SoFi. Apple up 336, HPQ up 56 cents to 30.43, Google up 576 to 107.20, Moderna 171.35 down 295, Cisco up 16 cents, Pfizer down 26, IBM up 19. Right on, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. And Alberto, just an SUV, also not good at recycling. Kill me now. Alberto, has anyone been paying attention as to where we writers are today from 2 years ago? I went from 427 something cover calls to, oh my God, profits. Thank you, Uncle. I went from a 427 CC to, oh my God, profits. Again, I'm not sure what that means, but I think it's good. I think this means good. And congratulations, Alberto. You studied, you wanted to learn, you wanted to become part of this success, and you also made it happen. So way to go, buddy. Nice job. And welcome to the party, everybody. We're up 130 on GameStop again, 23.12. We're popping again on GameStop, 781 on SoFi. Moving again. Here we go, kids. Interesting sessions going on here. Really interesting. A surge on GameStop just came through. Very entertaining, never a dull moment. All right. 29-point gain on S&P. NASDAQ now up 225. Dow's down 176. A $427 premium to unbelievable premiums. Now we got, yes. Okay, gotcha, buddy. Right on, pal. Right on. This is good stuff. I love it. 2304 up 122 on GameStop. ATIP 46.1. Tesla 189.44. SoFi 786 up 48 now. Coming on again. Yet another run. All right. Good stuff, everybody. Thank you for joining in. It's great to have you here. And oh, isn't it fun what is going on in these markets? Fabulous. All right. There we go. Folks popping in over there. That's good stuff. Thank you for those of you subscribing to this channel. Those of you becoming members and renewing your memberships is much appreciated. Hope you're getting out of this channel everything you can get out of this channel. 199 thumbs ups. We're one away from 200. Thank you for this. As usual, you guys are coming through for us with at least 200 thumbs ups in the morning show or more. That is beautiful stuff. Hopefully your stocks are taking good care of you finally. They're improving, that you're seeing returns that are a lot better, and also option returns in a rising market as your deep in the money calls and shares go up in value. I love it. Fantastic. Just had a little pullback on GameStop, $22.95. We're jumping here up and down and up and down, but it looks like we're going up 2 steps, down 1, up 2, down 1, up 2, down 1. That might be a pattern here. I don't know, but it's looking okay. Headline: Las Vegas Grand Prix is expected to generate $1.3 billion in revenues, double the Super Bowl impact in Vegas. Interesting. It'll be interesting if where is the Super Bowl this year, by the way? Does anyone know where they're playing the game? Where are they playing the Super Bowl this year? It's not in Vegas, is it? I don't think it's in Vegas. Let me know, everybody. Let's go here. Susan shops about my Amelia Island town, North Florida, was out of power this morning. Weather is great. No reason for power outage. Pulse Guitar, I am late. I'm here. Neat, neat, neat. Number 199 thumbs up. Thank you, Alberto. Profits. That's what I get for not having my coffee. Susan, Bruce, with Took's assignment today, should folks with GameStop May 20 strike be rolling this morning? If you can, and you can roll into a higher strike for more money, then I would look at that. Mirko, Alberto, be careful with that coffee if you're near your keyboard. Michael, Arizona. Coyote, Susan, depends on your expiration, really. TJ is Arizona. That's where the game is being held. Arizona, got it. Phoenix, thank you, everybody. Now I understand what you're doing. We're going to Phoenix. So I wonder, what would the impact be on Las Vegas if they held the Super Bowl in their new stadium? They're probably going to get it one of these days. But if they have the game in Vegas, it'll be packed. It's packed anyway during Super Bowl. It'll just be packed anyway. I don't know how that works. We'll see. Kareem, Uncle Bruce, any particular reason you picked growth stocks when you chose SPACs at the beginning of all this, or was that part of your process? They were growth stocks. Every SPAC that I liked, all these 8 that I've recommended, they're all growth stocks. And they were always going to be growth stocks. And there are virtually no SPACs that are not growth stocks. So really, Karim, that's all there is to it. Susan, Coyotes, I have a May expiration. Alberto, Mirko, that's the problem. I am no longer drinking coffee near my keyboard, especially if DQ is on with his one-liners. I know what to do here. JG, if possible, we should be rolling over GameStop, huh? I have a few June 620s and August 20s. I have my arms crossed, but rolling into 23, 24 are calling my name. If you can pull off that kind of a move, I do it. I would definitely do it. And if you can roll into higher strikes and get more money, I would do it. Yeah, absolutely. Even if you're going from 17s to 19s or 18s to 20s or 19s to 20s, 21s, 22s, yeah, make the move. Absolutely. And take money off the table if it's being handed to you. If you can move forward 3-4 months and get more cash, that's the name of the game here, building this account. Giddy up, everybody. We're down 274 on the Dow at the moment, up 23 on S&P, up 218 on NASDAQ. Cyxtera is up a dime at 302.5. GameStop 22.69, up 86. ATIP 46.1, up 2.8 cents. Tesla 189.41, up $8. SoFi 791, up 53. Apple 148.49, up 306. Just to give you an indication what's happening out there. Mirko, Alberto, just have a second one ready to go. And each time you destroy one, buy a second new one. Laugh out loud. Susan shops about. I just knocked over my coffee cup. Laugh out loud. Oh no. It happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us. What can I say? U.S. factory orders rose 1.8% in December, 4th gain in the past 5 months. There's one bit of good news. Something. Is that bad for the markets? I don't know. Oil down 102, by the way, to 75.39. There you go. Thank you all. We now have 213 thumbs ups because you incredible viewers have come through for us yet again. Thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. It really helps. No question about it. Let's see here. What else is happening now? Watching HBQ at 30.47, up 60 cents. Google up 5.73. Moderna at 171.25. I know a guy that wrote 180s. He's grinning on this. The lower they go, the more he smiles. Cisco up a dime. Pfizer down 40 today, 43.58. IBM up 6 cents. Microsoft up 4.54. ME is up 9.5 to 2.65. Rocket Lab is up 7 to 5.05. Matterport up 20 cents to 2.92. SmartRent up 3.5 to 3.18.5. Spire up 3 cents to 1.23, 1.23 a share. Amazon up 4.27 right now, hanging right in there. All righty, Mandu number 5. I am 212 on that meter. Yours, Bruce. Fabulous. Paul's Guitar. I've got 2 GameStop for October. Don't see a move that appealing. I can't believe it. I'm comfy with folding my arms. Yeah, what? Am I matured now? Probably are. And that is the way to go. October 20s, I meant, yeah, fold your arms, relax. If you brought in a nice fat premium, no worries. That is the way this game is played here. 22.70 on the GameStop shares, up 88 cents, and it doesn't matter. 45.8 on ATIP, up 2.5 cents right now. 189.08 on Tesla, up 7.67 a share. SoFi 7.94, up 55 with another run coming in. More buying coming in on SoFi again. Giddy up. Volume on SoFi today is 22 million. Hour and what are we at? 45-minute mark. Am I right on that? Yeah, 500,000 a minute. Very interesting volume there. We've got ATIP at 45.8, up 2.5 cents. Volume of 175,000 today. Watching that closely. GameStop at 22.80, up 97 cents. Volume today so far 1.8 million. Not heavy. Not heavy volume on GameStop, up 97. Okay, great. Okay, whatever it wants to do. Cyxtera at $3 a share, up about 8.5. 213,000 is today on Cyxtera. The low of 298, up 308 for the high. So far on the session for Cyxtera. The Dow is at a negative 239. We're sitting at 33,853, the low of 814. So 40 points up above the low of the day, but more or less at the low. The high was 34,145. So that's 300 plus points from here. That's how much higher we were. That was the opening, right at the opening, but we were only up maybe 80 to 100 points. Right now, down 227. We'll see if the Dow wants to join the S&P and NASDAQ. They're higher, nicely higher. The Dow is not participating, down 0.64 of a percentage point at the moment. We'll see if that turns around later. 45.8 now on ATIP, up 2.5. SoFi 795, up 57 cents. Splair, since GameStop, I haven't seen this. What can be a possibility that explains why eToro is now not allowing to buy Carvana? No idea, my friend. I have no idea about these items. Can't help you with those platforms out there. Interesting session, to say the least. Amazing. Netflix is positive 16 cents, but that's all. Adobe's still up $8, but it got as high as $4.02. It's now $3.92. Adobe's given up $10 from 18 gain to 8. Interesting. Boeing down $1.70. Meta still 184. That's Facebook. 184.34 the high, 184.60. Still being pumped by Wall Street. At the moment, the low 180, the high 184, a $4 range at the moment. We'll see if there's a breakout in any direction. And we'll see if people keep wanting to buy it up right now when really it was $100 cheaper 3-4 months ago. This company has done nothing structurally to justify the move. Just buying back stock is all the rumor is that's creating this. I think cost cutting does not make a stock go up. Cutting staff helps a little, but doesn't solve the big problem. Makes the company smaller. Well, we shall see. Okay. What else? Beach Boy, go SoFi, break 8. You can do it, girl. Say goodbye to the 7, says Beach Boy. There you go. Beach Boy has the right frame of mind there. Indeed. Let's go to 10s on the old GameStop or the old SoFi. Let's go into the 10s. GameStop, you go back to 25 if you want, or I'll go to 15. Whatever you want to do. My viewers will go with you. You want to go to 25, everyone here is richer. You want to go to 18, they're richer. So, you pick your path. We'll follow you. It's okay. Beach Boy, SoFi, bada bing, number 8. Coyote, it's their daily average users and beating estimates that got everyone fired up on Meta. Yeah, I know. But the $40 billion stock buyback is also helping, and that's an artificial move that's not going to help this company long term. They're not putting the money into the business. They're just putting their money into the stock. And that is short-term thinking, the wrong direction. It's a company giving up. I don't like it. The number one guy has been selling stock. Zuckerberg has just been dumping stock. He's diversifying his holdings. There's no one holder that has an urge for this stock to really go higher on fundamentals. And the problem is you can engineer the stock higher on buybacks, but you won't be able to sustain that. Ask IBM. IBM bought back 60% of all the shares ever issued over 15, 20 years. What turned IBM around to make it go higher? Increased earnings. and a philosophy of growing the company rather than buying the stock back as its number one priority. That's how I see it. But then I'm old, I'm old. What do I know? Pulse. In the name of in the name the Noto, the Galileo, and the Technices, may SoFi climb higher today. Coyote, I don't agree with it. I agree with your outlook. Coyote, I also remember Kramer nearly crying on TV saying he gave up on Meta a few months ago. Inversed again. There you go. Well, what can I say? The Dow 154 lower. We are coming back on. The Dow is improving right now, down just 153. Maybe it wants to join the other two markets. Maybe. Sextera 301 up 9. GameStop 2311 up 128. It's surged up again. GameStop has done another turnaround for the moment. We'll see if it lasts. I don't know, 22.99 to 23, whatever. ATIP 45.5 up 2.2. Tesla 189.32 up 7.9. SoFi 798 up 59 cents. 798 on SoFi. There you go. Susan shops about looking to roll GameStop $20 strike. It's going to cost me $5.50. Would you go to October 20? The bid is $6.15. The ask is $7.20. Open interest 1,237, which is good to see. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, hold it. Okay. I don't know what you're. Are you buying back a call for $5.50 and then you're going to sell this one between $6.15 and $7.20? Is that the plan? That's the whole plan? I hope that's the plan. Then I would be offering the call at $7.15. Don't take $6.15 for it. Offer it at $7.15 and make him come and get you. If you can buy back at $5.50 and then offer at $7.15, I do that move. Okay, I'm not sure what the entire story is here. October strikes, no problem. No problem on the timing. Let's see what else. Okay, BW. My October 16 GameStop have the highest premiums out there to buy back. January 2025, 20 strikes. I might be able to get 9. Is that too far out to go, or just sit and wait? I seem to write what pops the most. The October 16s, you might be better off maybe going forward to January 24 and maybe writing 18s. Just convert 16s to 18s. Can you do it at the same price or better for you? That's what I'd look for. Don't look for going all the way to 20 in one shot. Go up a couple of bucks, inch along with it, and follow it that way. Okay. Example: my October 6th buyback by $8.50. I had to make that much or more. I'd have to go out to January 25 20s for 9. Wait or roll. Okay. Again, January 24s, 18s. What can you get for those? Can you get 9 for those? Look at that because they're now in the money. $5. The 18s. Maybe you can get 9. Susan, buying back May 20 GameStops. Beach Boy, just do the opposite of what Kramer's saying, and your private jet is guaranteed. There you go. 2316 on GameStop. Premiums are rising, obviously, because the stock's rising. The high of the day, 2320, and we're at 2316 right now, just below the high of the day on GameStop. If you're buying 16s for 9, there's still premium on top of those. And that's something that could cause you to wait and not be in a hurry to buy back. Stink bid buyback is what you want to do. Don't buy it at the offer, buy it on a bid. Be a stink buyer. But make sure that what you're selling can get you closest possible to your level. Even if it costs you 50 cents in cash, if you can move up and strike, then great. Then you'll gain that way. But let's see what happens. Let's see. Buying back. Okay, just in the DH. Uncle Bruce, is there a 90-10 rule for rollovers? I try to wait until most of my in the money cover call premium is gone before rolling, arms crossed. That's a good strategy too. Always keep your eyes open. No 90-10 rule, not really. Marcus, GE was buying its stock at the top like there was no tomorrow. They then reality kicked in, stock tanked, and they had to sell parts of their business to raise money. Yeah, that's right. Deep value, like I was trying to do before. Tiff banned me on Discord. Again, I can't comment on what Tiff is doing on Discord and what's happening on Discord. I'm not there. I don't run it. It's not me. It's you guys on your own. What you do on Discord is your business. How you run Discord is up to you. Complaints, good stuff, bad stuff. I'm not part of it. I have no idea what's going on there. I'm not in there. And so I can't really help out for anyone's comment on it. BW, nope, those premiums are not following along. They're all $2 cheaper in premium, even though they're $2 up in strike. Does a strike move up to negate what I'll lose in premiums? I can just fold my arms. Exactly. Give the stock time to settle in. It just got to 23 today again. It just got here. It's up 122 right now, 23.05. The options might take a while to adjust and go accordingly, figure itself out. You take your time. Unless pushed, you don't have to move very much. But if you can take a 16 to a 17 or a 17 to an 18 by going to a November or a December call or a January call, 2024, then you might look at that. But you got to get your stink offer. Don't undersell your offer. The offer you get is the most important deal here. The price you can get for your contract. What you can buy it for is another matter. That's a bid, and you'll watch for that. But what can you sell? What option could you sell, and how much can you get for it? That's what you've got to figure out first before you make your move to buy back a call. Okay, on or rollover. Coyote is crying and laughing. All right. 179 dip on the Dow. We've got the market now, the entire S&P up 39. That's a gain, surge up. NASDAQ 276 higher. That's a move up again. Let's see. What else is going on? 23.19 on GameStop. We're hitting new highs. 23.24 has been hit as a new high here. So we're climbing on GameStop, which means premiums will continue to move higher, as will your deep in the money contracts. Deep in the monies are now worth $13.22 plus premium. They are probably approaching closer to $15 each. Congratulations on all of you sitting on those. Just keep writing on them. Just sit on a fat profit, keep writing, because you all know GameStop can go back to 15 at any time. So you don't want to move up your strikes on your 10s. Sit with your 10s and enjoy the gain and keep writing. Okay, let's go. Anything other comments? No, I'm up to speed. We're at 303 on Sextera. GameStop 23.22 up 139. ATIP at 45.6 up 2.2. Tesla 189.39 up 798. SoFi 806 up 68 cents on SoFi. The high of the day, SoFi 812, volume 26.4 million. We're now at 806 on SoFi, climbing again. JG, should we be buying back stink bid or just buy back at the market? And definitely stink offer. No, stink bid buybacks. Absolutely stink bid buybacks, because sometimes this GameStop will fluctuate 30, 40 cents in 3 minutes. And that might be the move that gets you your fill. Same with the offer, your stink offering, and spreading out the difference, trying to get the cheap buyback and the highest price on the way out. 808 on SoFi. 808, pushing a 70-cent gain here. Looks like deep value. So many people obsessed with Kramer, not with the right analyst. Beach Boy, deep value. Tiff tried to warn you a few times. It is his Discord channel. The rules are set by him and are logically explained at the FYI section. I'd be banned in your place as well. Again, these are concerns that don't concern me. I cannot intervene. I will not intervene. It is not my channel. Okay. What you talk about there is your business between yourselves, and I can only I'm just a YouTuber, and I do what I can here. I'm just trying to get you guys richer. That's my job, is to make you guys richer. And everything happening over there is your house. That's your playground over there. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. Guess I just needed that pep talk to say, what do you want to do? You want to get nervous and possibly lose money and leave it on the table. So you want to sit back and fold your arms. And BW, there's no rush on this. Exactly right. If they exercise you, so what? Okay, you'll look to buy back the stock when it suits you. No worries, man. It's all good. Right now, you keep your eye on that option chain, and if it works for you, great. Maybe it takes the stock to go to 24 before the right combination works for you. Maybe it'll pop back to 22, and then the right combination works for you. Whatever. Yeah, we're good. We're here tomorrow. We're here next week. We're here next month. We're here. Slayer, Uncle Bruce, what do you think about SoFi's 7.5s April calls? They gave me $1.20 premium. Do not write anything on SoFi. Nothing. Do not write any SoFi contracts. No, no, no. I hope that gets through to some of you guys. Coyote, Spare, what do you think he's going to say? Laugh out loud. No, we're at 8.10 on your SoFi. We could be $9 this afternoon. We could be $10.50 tomorrow. We could be $14 next week. Stay the hell out of your call positions. Don't write calls. I try so hard to make you guys rich. It's not easy making you guys rich. All righty. Paul's Guitar. Okay, I'm writing on SoFi now. Congratulations. Who cares? I've sold GameStop covered calls April 16.25 and April 17.50s and May 19s. I'm looking for the best move. Seems like I still have a ton of time. Am I wrong? You have a ton of time. Yes, you do. You have a lot of time, and you will shop about, and you will keep an eye open, and you'll decide when the right move is to be made. Absolutely right. JG, let's give Uncle Bruce his flowers. Never has there been a time that someone with his knowledge and experience has ever been accessible to the retail investor like us. My financial advisor has no clue or is missing in action. Well, there's that I can agree with that. So, okay, that's a good argument. Mike, don't write on SoFi. It cost me 28 grand to get out of mine. Bama babe, got it. Do not write SoFi contracts. Do not write SoFi contracts. John, thanks, Uncle Bruce. Finally, it hit home not being married to these stocks. Now it's show me the money. Yeah, that's right. Thumbs ups, Aaron. Thank you, my friend. Deep value. I read the rules carefully. It's all good. No harm done to me. It's the others I'm concerned about writing on SoFi, even though Uncle Bruce said not to. Mandu, going to change my username to don't write on SoFi. Laughing out loud. Deuce. SoFi just doesn't seem to want to stop. 28 million in an hour. Uchi Mama. That's right. Karim, fear of missing out. Don't write on SoFi. 8.14 now. I think we're at new highs. Am I correct? 8.15. Yeah, we're at the high of the day, up 76 cents. We're up 10% today. Isn't that accurate? Up about 10% right now. 28 million traded in an hour and 2 minutes. Yeah, not a bad first hour. Yeah, this isn't casual buying. This isn't people having a good time coming for a party. No, there's some money coming in here. There are short sellers getting the crap kicked out of them right now. You want them to let that happen. Let them keep getting the crap kicked out of them. Enjoy the show, everybody. It's time for you to be paid back for your time and money, and we're greedy. We're here for a payoff. Pulse, dying deep value. You just are going against the grain everywhere. Laughing out loud. Coyote, Mike, did you just buy back and not rewrite? Planning to write later? Mike Coyote, yes, just bought back. It was the lesser of two evils. Deuce looks like a good crap kicking out there. Michael, not rewriting until I see it settle down. Exactly, and that could be a week or two from now. It could be a while. Just relax and enjoy the show. Look at the Dow. It's only down 93. See how people want to make you money? There are people making you guys money. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. It's so easy. 304 on Sextera, giddy up. GameStop 23.28 up 145. ATIP 45.5. Let's go. Tesla 190, 130. Hello. Through the 190 level, 979. Love that. SoFi 814 up 76 cents. Apple 149.49 up $4. HPQ up 98 cents to 30.85. What a beautiful day on HPQ. Google up 6.96. Nice, up to 108 now. Moderna down $1. Cisco up 41 cents. Pfizer down 22. IBM is up 35. Microsoft up 7.28. ME up 16 cents to 2.72. We have Rocket Lab up 18 cents to 5.16. We got Matterport $4. 28-cent gain. We just broke $3 a while ago. Now we've broken $4 on Matterport. Isn't it about time to see this? A month ago, 258, January the 6th. 258 on Jan 6th. This is Feb 2. We're at $4. Hello. Best level in 3 months. From 6 months ago, we had a ways to go yet. In the last 6 months, we were at 413 October. in October. It was the last time we saw a $4 print on Matterport. We are coming back here. Finally, some information on the Matterport. Where was that? Oh yeah, Matterport. Cash on hand, Matterport, $404 million. That was their last report. That's how much cash they have. 404 million in cash is what Matterport is sitting on. The market cap of Matterport at the moment is 1.14 billion. 400 million of that is cash on hand, and they're growing their business exponentially. What can I say? Way to go, Matterport, and hang on for the ride, kids. Don't be writing options on Matterport. Smart Rent up 1.5 to 316.5. Spire up 7.5 cents to 127.5. Giddy up, everybody. Smart Rent comes out with their numbers March the 8th. 23andMe on February the 8th. So that's in 6 days. 23andMe will release numbers. Matterport, Feb 22nd, and Rocket Lab, Feb 28th. I was just working on those this morning. Giddy up, everybody. Is this fun or what? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's see. What else is going on? Beach Boy, Michael H. Good for you. Now cross your arms and breathe. Splayer, just in case. I wish everyone here a successful trading and relaxed break. Michael H. will try. Thank you, everybody. Deep Value, GameStop stable at 7 billion market cap. Deep Value, a double from here is next. Susan Shops about. Who cares? What are you doing on your GameStops? I'm thinking my May 20 strike has time for me to write. Karim, the fear of missing out is real. Chill, people. Beach Boy, Mike, yep. Waiting and preventing ourselves from getting in the way is the hard part. Michael H. Beach Boy, I was playing with fire for too long. It was only a matter of time until I got caught bad. Deep Value, Matterport has $3 million in debt only. Just $3 million in debt, $404 million cash on hand. That stock is way underpriced, ridiculous. We're down 71 on the Dow. We're just down 71. This 280-point recovery going on, still happening. We're up 54 on S&P. That's a 1.3% gain on S&P. We're up 2.7% on NASDAQ, 327 points higher. The Dow should be up 1,000 right now. It's not participating as much. It's down 66. It's coming back, but it's way behind these other guys right now. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Beach Boy, Michael H. I'm a master of sabotaging myself. Mike H. I'm the same. Deuce Caboose. I'm banking on SoFi hitting, but if just one of the other 6 hit as well, Deuce will be deucing. Indeed. Pole and pile dancing from Deuce Caboose. Giddy up, guys. Welcome to the party, pal. 808 on SoFi. We're up 70 odd cents. Apple 149.38 up 395. The market is definitely improving right now. Fun times. Oil down 124, 75.17. That's good for the economy, good for inflation, good for the markets. Giddy up. 23.23 up 140 on GameStop. Right now, 603.02 up a dime. ATIP still at 45.5 cents, up 2.2 cents. Tesla 191.83 up $10, 10.43. SoFi 806. Volume on SoFi is now 30 million. Giddy up. 1 hour, 8 minutes, 30 million shares have traded on SoFi. That ain't casual. That's real. Very nice. Nice going. And who cares? Says Susan, I agree with you, but I always doubt myself. Michael H. Deuce will be buying that bridge. Deuce, cha-ching, Deep Value. I'm bearish as soon as NASDAQ fails. Hold up the market. Deuce. But what if they all hit? A guy can dream, and why they can all drop, they can all go up. There's no doubt there. We'll see. We'll take it one day at a time, one trade at a time, one stock at a time. It's okay. We're here for a while. We're not going anywhere. We're here to win. Indeed, like Mr. Buffett, he doesn't go anywhere. He's always around. Why can't you be around? Cheers, everybody. The Dow's off only 70 points right now. Has improved quite a ways. Mike H, then we all win. That's right. This channel wins. I don't know about other channels, but this channel here You are an option writer and you're able to take premiums and average down on all of those SPACs you've got and build up deep in the money calls and write more calls and grow your portfolio. That's winning. That is winning around here, and we are doing it. Watching you doing it from this spot here. I'm excited for you guys. We're up 150 on the GameStop, 23.34. Go, baby, go. I love the roll-ups. Nice, nice, nice. Roll-ups are good. 45.8 cents on ATIP on 180,000 shares. Interesting, up 2.5 cents. Watch for that. Would love to see ATIP go back up. Just come on in there, people. Pick up some cheap stock. Scoop it, put it away. Tesla 191.87. 810 on SoFi. 810. High today, 815. Congrats. We've got thumbs ups right now of 226 thumbs ups today. Thank you all for helping me out. If you hit the thumbs up button, let me know what number you are, and we can keep track on this. 812 SoFi, high of 815. We're going higher. We're going higher. This thing's going higher. Let's see. Winner, chicken dinner, says Bama Babe. Giddy up. Giddy on up. Those GameStop calls are now, those $10 deep in the money calls are $13.30 book value plus premium. They got to be pushing $15. Nope, looking good over there. 45.8 on ATIP, going up again. Yes, 814 SoFi, 1 penny from the high today. Here we go, guys. We could go for another pop here. I'd like to see a 0 next to that 8 on SoFi. Wouldn't we all? Testy Donkey, number 226. Thank you. Let's go. Thank you, Testy Donkey, for 226 thumbs up. Appreciate this. The Dow's down 52. We're climbing. NASDAQ up 339 points. Hello? Anybody home? Yeah, we're going up. I guess I used to freak out in stocks like GameStop when it had a rip like today, but it's only $1.50. Not even 10%, and the volume's still nothing. Nothing burger, as Bruce would say. Exactly. It's just a price move, which allows you to do roll-ups. And if you can do roll-ups and then it backs off, you're laughing on this. It wants to go down to $18 after you roll up to 21, 22, 23 calls. Are you going to be laughing? Yes, you are. Very much so. Nice. Manager, Uncle Bruce, I am going to get out when I get 1 million profit on SoFi. It's heavily shorted, but it'll short again, and I would stay in the sidelines and don't want to risk it. I think what you should do is when you're up that much money, you write out of the money contracts for 6 months out, take in $250 a share in cash, and just sit there and say, thank you very much. I dare you to come and get me. That's how you play this game, manager. You don't ever sell a winner like this. No. You're gonna become a double millionaire, a triple millionaire. This baby is gonna go. That's what's going to happen, my friend. You are going to become really rich. If you're going to become really rich, if you let the company make you rich, because there isn't enough short stock to stop this thing. The shorters are getting their butts handed to them right now because they're short at way lower prices than where it's at right now. And they are going to pay dearly for having made this move. But hey, 818, you tell me, 818, buddy. Every time it goes up a penny, I think you're a lot richer, and I think you're going to get richer yet. You cannot let getting rich be a problem for you. You have to let it happen. Let this stock make you very wealthy. Why not? You deserve it, my friend. Okay, I'll risk it then. I'm good. I'm there. You know you. I'm only an email away. We're going to be fine. 818 on SoFi, up 81. Go, baby, go. About time. Need 50 more cents, Pick No says. And then I'm green on SoFi. How many of you have gone green on SoFi in the last week and a half? Unbelievable, isn't it? And this is just the beginning. We haven't even started yet. This is a nothing burger. 817, 818. This is a nothing burger on this stock. My God, it's nothing. Take a look at a 1-year chart. Look where we were and where we are. It's a nothing burger here. Nothing. Oh my God, look at 2 years ago. 2 years SoFi. We got to get back here. This is where we're going. Where we are now is 1/3 of the way. You haven't even started yet. Oh my God, are you guys going to get rich? Like it or not, I'm going to make you rich. Some people can't handle success, though. You know that. You know this in your lives. You've seen it. People panic when they're up a little and they sell out. You got to let this come to you. You've got to let this happen. And you got to take the dips and the rips and everything in between. You've got to get a tough outer skin or become like a duck. Let it run off your back like a duck. Don't worry about it. Who cares? I had a couple of bucks hanging around when SoFi was crazy low. I'm holding $2 calls for Jan 25s. Giddy up. Bobby, I heard this morning somebody asking about poor man cover calls on SoFi. Buy the paper was the answer. How about poor man cover calls when it's 15 a share? Yeah, that's different. 15, 20 a share. That's a GameStop scenario now. That's a different deal. That's when some of you are going to sell your 10 and 15 and 20,000 shares, and you're going to buy a gazillion calls deep in the money and right on those. Yes, of course. Yes. That's later. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, maybe I didn't get it. Did you say when we're rolling over, we should buy and sell right away? Sometimes if it's not feasible, I would wait to get a better opportunity to rewrite. Yeah. Well, it depends on how the stock is fluctuating. GameStop now up 175 at 23.58. If you're getting a buyback done at a stink bid, then you're looking for your sell. You've pretty well picked out the contract you want. You know which one you're going to write. You're going to put in your stink offer and try to get your hands on it. If you've got 10 calls and you bought 3 back, you're going to try to write 3. Then you get 2 or 3 more. You're going to try to write 2 or 3 again. You may want to play that game where you don't sell them all in one shot. You sell some to rewrite. You sell some to rewrite. So you're always sitting on positions, because fluctuations can occur in the middle of these trades. And you don't want to have all your calls bought back and now you haven't written any. That's another strategy, okay? This is a lifer. I'm not selling, says Deuce. Mike, my kids will inherit my SoFi shares. Bama, babe. Lorraine, I do that as well. Coyote, Lorraine, you could buy back the stock tanks and then you could get a worse opportunity to write. It happens both ways. So take some of the position, get your stock contracts bought back, write the new ones, then take another few more, buy them back, then write some more, and stage it over. It's not a race. It's a marathon. It's a long-term thing. Go with swings and make it work for you. A little bit here, a little bit there. It's okay. It's all good. Such fun, everybody. Been on 2 hours, 15 minutes. I should get a break in here. We're down 74 on the Dow. We're up 59.60 on the S&P. We're up 350 on NASDAQ. Looking good. $3 on your Sextera. 23.75 on GameStop, up 192 today. Thank you very much. We've got ATIP at 45.6 cents, up 2.3. Tesla's at 193.51, up $12. SoFi 8.19, up 81 cents. High today on SoFi 8.20. We're right there, kids. We're right there. If I recall, back in August, we were at 823 for the high range, and we're pushing it now. If we break through 825 to 830, we will have outdone August's high. Remember that? If we do that, we go to 9 or 10. Get ready on that. Just watch it closely. There's a resistance point in that 820, 25 level, somewhere in there. That's what we have to get through. That is August's high from last summer when we had the last run. Many of you might recall that. I think it was 823. I could be wrong on that. It might have been intraday higher than that. I don't know. But watch for that. We are there now. 33.8 million so far this morning in 1 hour and 18 minutes. So get ready, okay? Kareem, Uncle Bruce, I roll most of my calls for a week or ago or so. So what now with all this green? Arms crossed, chill out, or what? A combination of the two, my friend. Always watch your option premiums. If you could do rollovers that work for you, great. If not, cross your arms. Right on. Let's see, 193 on Tesla, 193.40, up 11.99. Right on. You're all getting richer on your Tesla. About time. SoFi 818. Watching that stock closely. 819 right there. Apple 150. We're through 150 on Apple, up 472. Okay. Rolo. Hey, Bagel folks, just joining now. Writing GameStop calls on the way up is great. I like this. Yes, indeed. Taking big money off the table. Higher premiums, big gobs of cash from the gamblers. Some gamblers are winning right now. They bought 18s, they bought 17s, they bought 16s. They're winning. Yeah, they get a win. Are they rich? No, no. What are they going to do? They're going to sell those and buy 23s and 24s for premiums that are unrealistic. Guess who's going to sell it to them? You're there. You'll shift your contracts and move up with them. It's okay. You'll take their money and more of their money and more of their money, and you'll give a little bit back and enjoy the gains as well. 2381 up 198 on GameStop. Congratulations, everybody, on getting rich and richer today on your portfolios. We're at the highs of the day right now on GameStop, 2381. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Thrilled to see it. We're down 96 on the Dow, up 59 in S&P, and up 350 on the NASDAQ market. Oil down 67 cents right now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. All right. And what else we got out here? Karim, I have 839 as the resistance on SoFi. 839 or higher. Watch out. BW Bruce, I'm looking at level 2 SoFi right now, and I'm not really seeing a wall in the 825 range. They're all very small orders. It looks like there's an open runway up to 830, and it's not like there's a wall that will already be forming there, but it'll come in. The wall will come in as people realize, oh, wow, we're breaking the August highs. We're approaching those August levels that we haven't seen since. That will be a while. That might be all day today. That might be all day tomorrow. That might be 15 minutes today. I don't know for sure, but it's technically a big deal. If we break through to 8.5, watch out. That also gaps it. Could gap the stock to 10. It could gap it to 10 in the not too long a time frame. So that's why you don't write options right now. Lorraine, thanks. There is more than one way to skin a cat here. Fool of a took. Almost 9 in the money on my April 15th. Laughing out loud. Geez, still not seeing decent rollovers. Think I may just wait for a dip to buy back and then sell it when it comes back to these levels. What are your thoughts? Could do. Again, just keep your eye on it. Watch it. Be patient. Calm. Calculated. Remember, you're the assassin. Okay, you're not the one being picked off. You're the one who's the assassin. You will find your move. You'll find it. Don't worry. Take your time. It's all right. Susan, Bruce, on these rolls, you never talk about looking at the spreads. Tighter spreads have a better chance of getting filled. Yes. Isn't that the name of the game? Fast executions. Well, that's why Apple are great options to work with. Nickel spreads or less. GameStop, sometimes gaps are a bit higher. That's where you have to know the stink bid, stink offer game. 24.11 on GameStop, up 228. You have to know the stink bid and the stink offer game on Apple and on others. Absolutely. 819 on SoFi, 192 on Tesla, 45.8 on ATIP, 2420 on GameStop. The Dow is down 70 and NASDAQ up 350. Michael, do you see SoFi dropping back down to the 5-6 level if volume starts to dry up, or do you think we're past those days? If we break through 850, we're gone. This company is so much larger than it was in August. In August, the thinking was, a year and a half, we might break even on this thing. Now it's like we might be making money next quarter or the quarter after. The company says by the end of the year, we don't believe it. We think they're growing faster than that. They're being too conservative. The market gets it. And now the short sellers who got emboldened, remember, short sellers were on that market back in August, and they got all confident. They got all full of themselves. Their chests are sticking out. I shorted it at 7, and it's all the way down to 5. I'm going to get it down to $2. There were guys writing about this stock telling us it was worth $1 a share. You know who those dips are. And now it's 823. Look out. There are guys caught with millions short. Millions. And it's getting more expensive every penny it goes up. Every penny. And this is bringing in the buyers on top of the shorters trying to get the hell out. Just sit back and enjoy. Mr. Premium, GameStop's cash secured puts are huge. They're up huge right now. Well, at 24.22, I would think so. Karim, after that, nothing really until 9.89. Nothing for sale on SoFi. That's right. $10 is your next stop after 8.50 is taken out. 8.20 on SoFi now, up 82 cents on 35.68 million. You notice now it's not 100 million to get it to here. It took 35 million to get it to here. That's what I'm getting at. There's nothing here. There's nothing for sale. It's all gone. The sellers sold out. Those who wanted out got out at 580, 590. When it hit 6, they went, hallelujah, I can get out. They're gone. They're gone. It's 821. There's nobody left. Happened last time. It's happening this time, and it's rising faster. It's now accelerating at the moment. There's volatility here. Yes. Don't write contracts. Exactly. Arms folded. Yes. GameStop heard that comment not being up 10%. It is now. Yeah. 24.22 up 240. It is up 10%. Coyote. Ouch. My calls laughing out loud. Ooch. There you go. 24.27. It hurts so good. It hurts so good. Up 244 on GameStop. Up 2.6 at 45.9 on ATIP. Tesla up $12. SoFi 822, 823 up 84.85 cents. Apple at 150.22 up 479. HPQ up $1.06 to 30.94. Google up 6.68 at 108.10. Moderna finally got green. It's at 175. It took all morning. Cisco up 51 cents. Pfizer down just 12. IBM up 94. Microsoft up 7.61. Look at the ME up 19.5 to 275.5. Earnings come out in 6 days. Rocket Lab up 22 cents, 5.20. Matterport 397.9 up 25.9 cents. Trying to get through 4. SmartRent 321.5 up 6.5. Spire 126 up 6. Amazon up 650, 111.65. Home Depot up 12.35 at 340. Netflix up 379, 365 a share. Vanik 361 higher. Adobe up 1080. Goldman up 640. Boeing up a dime. Meta up $36 to 189.29. AMC up 58 cents and Ape up 32. Don't touch those with a 10-foot cattle prod. Stay the hell away. This 10-for-1 rollback is going to be devastating on this. Royal Caribbean 269 higher at 69.96. That puts $65 and $70 puts in play for Royal Caribbean. Carvana 493 higher. Robin Hood up 65 cents. BlackBerry up 222 cents. We got Target up $4. JP Morgan up 74. Costco up 11.5. Walmart still down 6 cents. Disney up 258. Nvidia up 406. And American Airlines up 35 cents. Giddy up. It's a green market today. For most of the market, the Dow still down 47, 49, 42, but we're up 60 points on S&P, and we're up 346 points on NASDAQ. Giddy on up. All right. Neato stuff. Let's see. Splitter. Damn. Hopefully GameStop goes a little higher. I have to buy it together this week with my mom, but maybe we'll have to wait for a better price next week. And you think the run's sustainable? I like it. But GameStop is volatile. It always is. Got to carbo load for the PM show, says Coyote. Lorraine, fool of a took. I take same approach when I get assigned. I take the same approach as you. 23.83 up $2. ATIP 45.9 cents up 2.6. SoFi 8.13. There you have it. Our thumbs ups meter says 234. Thank you all for the 234 thumbs ups. I appreciate it. And have yourselves a great rest of the afternoon here. Join me at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Let's get together and see us again. Take it from here. Look forward to the fun times this afternoon and tomorrow. Option expiry day. What a couple of days we got coming up here. Unbelievable. Let's see how it goes. Between now and later today. Hopefully the Dow will turn it around and become green like the rest of them. It might happen. We'll see what's going on. S&P 500 on track to receive bullish golden cross. Well, we'll see if that works. And we'll kind of go from there. What else? Yeah, Uncle Bruce, you need a bagel, says Splair. And by the way, have an enjoyable bagel, you all. See you later. Thank you, Splair. All right, guys. I will see you this aft at 3 o'clock Eastern. Keep an eye on these stocks and enjoy the runs. Keep your eyes on rollovers. And we'll go from there. Neat, says Aaron. And my spirit animal is a duck, says Drew. Yeah, water off a duck's back. Easy going. Nice and easy peasy. All right. See you later, folks, at 3 this aft. Bye for now.